the opinions and perspectives shared by our guests and debaters on Paradigm Shift TV, 314, and the Versus series are their own. They do not necessarily represent the views of the platform. We support open dialogue and critical thought, but encourage viewers to think for themselves.
It's your brother DMG the Poet. Y'all know what it is. Before we get into our spiel, I got to do my spiel. Let me say God bless to all my Christian brothers and sisters. Let me say Hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. I want to say Shalom or Shalom to all my Israelite brothers and sisters. I want to say Assalamu Alaikum to all my brothers and sisters in the NOI. I want to say Islam to all my Moorish brothers and sisters. I want to say peace to all my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. I want to say what's up to all my Rasta brothers and sisters. Salute to all my atheist brothers and sisters. What's up to all my Abo brothers and sisters. Big what up to all my Naga brothers and sisters. Last and certainly not least, I want to say Jambo to all the rest of my brothers and sisters all throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me. Our different ideologies should not keep us from uniting. We can have unity without uniformity. And guess what, family? As hard as it may be, we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. With that being said, family, let's get into it.
The following music is performed by the Musical Messiah, aka the most dangerous Bible believer. Please be advised by how hard it hits.
If you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. You might know that neo-love, but neo-love O&E above. Switching lanes in the turning lane. Old school, no roof above. Carpool, no room for her. Picture cartoons, we gets it up. We check the sources, you listen to voices. You are not living like us. You say you creeping in houses and all of the monsters is living in fearing of us. Pussy, we are not monsters and we are not pouncing and we are not giving a fuck. We up the score on you niggas. We done outgrown out you niggas. Nigga, yeah, with DM the G, Craig and the Craig and nobody. They saying you the Nads, but he be trash. Bring me the bag. Why the fuck would you brag? No, you ain't living that bad. You are not rad. I take your choices and put them inside of a bag. Smoke them like hash. Then dump out the ash and now the pussy on the crash. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, if you do it, you gon' have to prove it, you gon' lose it. Nigga, living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. state of mind. Something like the truest, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak bad on.
Welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our results from the most controversial debate on this platform's short history. I've been doing this since 2019. We done had some little situations up here, but nothing quite like this. Shout out to my man CEDRICK ORTEGA, because he seemed to be involved when we get these type of situations. We had one a couple months ago, and my man was right in the center of it. So shout out to Ced. That being said, you know, it been a lot of things that have been thrown my way with regards to, you know, how I do things, how I conduct myself, et cetera, right? And at 48 years old, it's only so much of that type of talk that you could take when you have people questioning how you approach things. Everybody can tell you how to do something they ain't never did. And it's always amazing to me when that occurs. Everybody can tell you how to do something they ain't never did. And I think that's amazing. I don't know if it's just our community that be on that type of time, or if that's just people in general. But I get a lot of people telling me how I should move on my platform as if they got a blueprint for how to do it themselves. And then you look at it and you realize some of these people, nobody would even know if it wasn't for the very platform they telling you how to run. So I just want to put this in the air for everybody to digest. If I want a suggestion from you, I will ask. At almost 50 years old, I ain't got this far in life by keeping my mouth closed. Closed mouths don't get fed. And if you can't tell by looking at me, I like to eat. Ask my queen. I like to eat. So if I want something, I'm gonna ask. You don't have to throw your little shots, and you ain't gotta, you know, try to tell me whether or not I should deal with the Craigs. Last time I checked, I had 500 subscribers, maybe a little bit less than that when them brothers came on, and it's been steady growth since then. You ain't gotta like them. You damn sure ain't gotta love them. You can be indifferent to them. You just gotta respect the fact that they as much a part of this platform as I am. So I don't need you to try to tell me what I should and shouldn't do as it relates to them. All I need you to do is watch and enjoy the product or not. All I need you to do is, if you're going to be a part of the platform, is contribute or not. If I want a suggestion, I will ask. You got my word on that. So with this debate, what we had was an individual who I put a lot of stock into as it relates to this debate league we have. Some of y'all heard of the Versus series, right? And one of the participants in this debate, I put a lot of stock behind, believed in this individual, if you will. Tried my best to put things in a positive direction as it related to this individual. Excuse me. But for some reason, whatever contribution you would try to make towards said individual, nothing seemed to be good enough. You do something out of the kindness of your heart, and it's met with critique. And you know, for a brother like me, that get old real fast. But you know, you try to sidestep it because you see the potential in the thing. So you keep on moving, right? And you see complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint. And it's like, maybe it's just, that's just how that person is, right? And you come to accept it that, hey, these are the ABCs of this individual. And if I'm gonna deal with said individual, then that's just part of the package that I'm gonna have to put up with. Cool. And then comes a moment where that individual is challenged on the things that they say. You know, you help facilitate a situation where this individual is put probably in front of more eyes than they ever have in their life, right? Shout out, salute to the Godfather, Sonetta. But you put this individual in a situation where they probably didn't have more eyes on them than they ever had in life. Because I see the social media and I see the rants and I see one like, maybe two. So you ain't getting that much attention, boo. Most attention you got was what I facilitated for you. You did. But I ain't looking for no thanks. I ain't even looking for no gratitude. We just kicking facts right now, right? So you facilitate a situation where this individual got more eyes on them than they ever have in their life. They getting ready to take a victory lap on a great debate they had that, by the way, don't nobody remember. Don't nobody remember the great debate performance that led to all the goofy shit. But let me continue. So you help facilitate a situation where this individual got more eyes on them than they ever have, right? Cool. And instead of taking a victory lap, they want to get embroiled in a back and forth with one of the pillars of our community. Again, like love being different to the brother Unc. He a pillar in this community. I mean, it's simple as that. Go back and look at the HOK channel and tell me that's not a fact. But instead of taking the critique like grown folks do, or backing up what you've got to say about you, you know, if somebody say, I tell everybody I got a GED, right? Watch this. John Ashcroft, Secretary of State. And listen, I'm not here to you know what? I could show it, but I'm not gonna even, you know, I'm not gonna even justify the type of shit I'm on with that type of thing. So my point is, if somebody say, DMG, you ain't got no GED, even though I use it as a joke when I be saying, hey, y'all know I only got a GED, I can show that I got a GED. I'll just show it, post it, whatever. So you either gonna back up what you say about yourself, or you're going to take the criticism for what it is, right? It ain't that hard. It ain't that complicated. It ain't that controversial. You either going to back up what you said, or you're going to take the criticism on the chin and move on. But what you probably shouldn't do is rant and hours up on end. And I know it's hours and hours up on end because the timeline say 15 hours ago, 10 hours ago, 9 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm talking about niggas ain't even got sleep because they mind so messed up about a critique they got from somebody. Instead of just doing what you do when that occurred. If somebody say, DMG, your hat collection ain't as robust as you claim it is. I go up to the closet, that walk-in closet, right? It's probably bigger than your bedroom. I go up to that walk-in closet and I just show what I show, right? If somebody say, DMG, you don't really be paying these debaters, I hit up the good brother, Hemi, you know what I mean? I hit up the good brother A1. I hit up the champ, Can Demons. And I just bring the receipts. Because it ain't that complicated. Or if it's a critique, DMG, I think you should be paying these debaters more money. Right? And I would just simply say, I think you should donate more money. Because the earning structure is the earning structure until the channel earn more. What I ain't gonna do is lose sleep posting about it. Because people can say whatever they want to say. But all of a sudden you want me to intercede in the situation, put myself in the middle of you and the person who critiquing you because you decided to take it left instead of dealing with the critique in a way that an adult would. You want to call out personal attacks, alleged past issues that people clearly passed, if it ever happened in the first place. You went personal, and so now that you went personal, you want me to intercede as if I'm your man. So I'm not your man. When somebody attacked you in my platform, yeah, I got in between it because it was my platform. But if you want to go on personal rants about people, what I got to do with it? Ladies and gentlemen, I say all that to say this. For those who've been keeping up with current situations from people who was affiliated with this channel, I just want to clear up some things. I ain't never kicked a debater off of here during their presentation. Matter of fact, I could count the times on my hand where I ever kicked anybody off, period. Never mind somebody who was actually in the middle of a debate. But I see that that's what's going around, that somebody was kicked off on purpose. It's kind of weird that we would have to stoop to telling lies instead of just dealing with the issues at hand. And so no matter what I'm feeling about an individual, if they show up on a platform to debate, I'm gonna try to conduct myself in a way that's conducive to making sure that debate remains edutaining. I can put my personal shit aside, but instead I get lied on for no reason. If whatever technical issues you was having, you could have left it at that, but don't lie on me, because my personal shit that got to do with you would never allow me. If I let you on the platform, then we gonna rock out the way we rock out. Otherwise, I wouldn't have never let you back up. So you ain't got to lie on me. You could just call it what it is. You thought I should intercede on your behalf and step between you and somebody who you decided to make things personal with. And last I checked, I only do that for the women that's upstairs. Like, I'll let them be wrong and still step in between them and whoever they done wrong. We talking about wife, niece, and daughters. But a grown woman
making things personal with somebody and then want a man to come in between, it's kind of trash behavior. Now, I think my record is solid on if I see a man just being disrespectful to a sister, unwarranted. Not they having a back and forth like grown folks do, but he just being disrespectful to her. I think my record speaks for itself on whether or not I'm going to chime into that. I think it's clear. In real life, online, and wherever I exist. So for you to try to state otherwise when my record speak for itself was unwise. And it let everybody know that you the problem. It's funny how everything around you and pertaining to you the wrong party. You the party that was done bad. I kind of feel like somebody need to grow up because I thought you was in your late 20s, early 30s, but what I found out is you're 40 plus. It's time to grow up and take accountability for what you do. That being said, I wish you the best. And even had you, if you happen to be the victor in this debate, I still would have wished you well as we parted ways, because either way it go, that's what was going to happen once you told the lie. And listen, if you in this chat and this ain't your thing, do yourself a favor and get out the chat. Like, I'm past the point of begging people to come in and watch what I do. So if you ain't really here to be here, kick rocks till your toes bleed. I'm not begging nobody to watch my product. Trust and believe that. So if this ain't your style, so long, bye, as the saying goes. I'm not tripping. I don't think the people who actually rock with me tripping either. So that being the case, it's time to find out what happened in this debate. Did Cedric become Cedric Two Belts, or did Too Sweet become Too Sweet Two Belts? Thank you, beloved. My wife come down here looking like a snack. Y'all about to be butt out of luck when it comes to this show. Y'all might have to find out about these judges tomorrow. That girl look good. Let me compose myself and get this over with, man. Shout out to my man, Super Wavy. Big Hemi in the building. I see my man, Haru. Hey, Haru, Slim Reaper say he want the smoke. Slim Reaper say he want the smoke. Shout out to Juju in the building. My man, the GT. Shout out, I see my man, Craig in the building. St. Louis, Almond Ra. The Nelly clone. Shout out to my man, A1, Sage the Savage in the building. Lou Will, my man, Trust and Believe the Gospel. Ray, I'm surprised you here, because Hemi not up here tonight. So I'm kind of surprised Ray here, because she said, if Hemi ain't here, why am I here? I ain't forgot that, sis. Shout out to you, though. I appreciate you being here. Shout out to my man, Rocky, in the building. Man, Rocky been down for a minute now. I think Rocky was a teenager when hey, Rock, I ain't gonna start exaggerating. You know I had you being 25 for like 5 straight years, bro. So I ain't gonna say you was a teenager, but shout out to everybody in the chat. If I didn't say your name, charge it to my head, not my heart. Shout out to my man Paul in the building. Now, don't say OMG, sis. Oh, yeah, I ain't forgot that. If Hemi ain't here, why am I here? I was like, damn, sis. Shout out to Hemi, bringing the sisters to the yard. Shout out to Quinn, the latest and greatest debater in the Versus series. Shout out to my brother Cool. a committed priest, and he's looking for an opponent. I asked my man Bosco if he ready for it. He say he ready, so we might have to schedule a face-off between them two brothers. Shout out to my man Domo. I gotta hit Domo up, man. I need Domo in the Versus series. But shout out to everybody in the chat. And we're gonna go to the judges, because I think everybody who watched it know at this point whether or not the technical issues was real, whether they wasn't real. I don't know, because people lying on me. Now everything is questionable. But I think up until that point where one of the individuals left, it was a good back and forth debate. As always, it get chippy in the chin check session. And I think people got to understand, if I give you the leeway to get your issue off in the chin check session, then you can't do nothing but expect me to do the same when it comes to your opponent. But don't complain about what your opponent did in the chin check session and then you turn around and do the same thing. That's bad work right there. So that being said, man, we have judges, just like I pay the debaters. Let's get this in the air. Just like I pay the debaters, I pay my judges. And so since the judges took the time out of their busy schedule to watch this debate, right? And because they did that, took notes, took this thing, took their jobs seriously, I still had to pay them. So since I still had to pay them, I wanted to do them the honor and the service of making sure I left it in their hands instead of me doing what everybody know I should have did and just called it when a certain individual basically quit, indicating that they couldn't return, even though they was in the chat, they had a phone, etc. So, like, I don't know who don't know, you can get on StreamYard with your phone, especially somebody who like a multi-genius polymath. So I don't think ignorance can be pleaded in this situation, if you feel me. But either way it goes, wanted to leave it in the hands of the judges because they get paid just like the debaters get paid. I'm a man of my word. And like I said, hey, family, I'm not up here acting like I'm rich, right? I got some bomb people who donate to me. And if it's ever a situation where a debate about to take place, I say this to every Versus Series debater. And I know I'm not in a position to pay. Let's say the delivery van break down, the work van break down, or the box truck break down, or God forbid, one of our cars break down. I might be short. And we're going to have a conversation. Y'all can go here with this debate. And in a week's time, I'll get you flush. Or you cannot do this debate, because what I'm not going to do is have you do the debate and then hit you with the, hey man, I can't pay. I'm not that kind of promoter. So I'm gonna let you know what's up beforehand, let you know when I'm gonna be able to get you right, maybe even with a little interest. And we're gonna move on like that. And it'll be your choice on whether you go ahead and compete or whether we postpone that thing. And then that way we can let the audience know. And I'm gonna be transparent with the audience. Brother ain't had a bread this time, if we ever had to cancel. And that's the reason. I ain't got nothing to hide. So the fact that anybody think they can lie on me when my name is hilarious to me. And it shows a lack of maturity and a lack of ignorance on who you're dealing with. But that being said, shout out to Miss Haru Consciousness in the building. That being said, we're going to go to the first judge and see what it was they thought about this debate. And yeah, we got multiple judges. It ain't 1, 2, 3, or 4. We got multiple, and they get paid for the contest that they judge. It's not that type of situation. So if you want to holler at Holler at us about being a judge. Hit up one or both of the Craigs, and they'll let you know what we're looking for and how you can contribute, and we'll see if they end up using you. But let's go to the judges and see what they thought about this thing, because again, they took their time out to watch it, and it was only right for me to leave it in their hands.
The winner I have for this debate is Doctah. I feel like she won multiple rounds because she was able to understand the argument of her opponent. She was very clear and logical, and she supported her argument very well with the sources she provided, and was very organized. She took us through the etymology. She took us through cultural context and how we comprehend astronomy and astrology within its cultural context. She provided several sources that were credible and supported her claim. It was very relevant and effective, and it's used to heighten her argument. She showed a definitive critical thinking skills in analyzing the information that she was bringing forth, and she identified multiple flaws in her opponent's argument, and she rebutted them very effectively. She articulated her thoughts very clearly and concise, and understood exactly where she was coming from, and her tone was even and very confident throughout the rounds that she debated. And again, she rebutted and refuted the information, and they used a similar source, and she demonstrated how he misrepresented that source and gave an impression that he didn't fully understand the source that he brought forth. Both debaters did very well. They were organized, the presentation was organized, the argumentation was organized. She just supported her premise a lot better and was able to demonstrate how he was misrepresenting or limiting himself in the definition and the demonstration of astronomy and astrology. Technical difficulties should be hashed out prior to the debate. You can go to a website that tests your internet connection speed and make sure your audio everything is sound. The chin check period was a bit chaotic, but that's to be expected with something like that. And yeah, the winner for this debate is Doctah.
All right, so that was judge number one, and they had Doctah. So as we go to judge number two, just so y'all know how our judging system works, given that it's a 2-round process plus the chin check session, everybody's favorite part of the show, we do have 2 judges set up, and both judges agree that the same individual won. Then it's a unanimous decision. If the first 2 judges disagree, then we do go to a 3rd judge, just so there's no guessing game about how that situation would occur. That being said, we are going to go to our 2nd judge, see how they rendered this thing. We'll be back at it when they get done.
Oh, hello. And this is me giving my judgment on the Doctah versus CEDRICK ORTEGA debate. I like to score my debates using this ACRE model that I came up with, which includes argumentation, evidence, critical thinking, communication skills, a rebuttal and refutation. I will break down my scoring. Argumentation was up there, I think, for both candidates. Both debaters. Let me get arguments. clearly and concisely, logically. Um, they, supported her arguments well. Doc received a 4 out of 5. Cedric received a 4.5 out of 5. Evidence. Did they provide credible sources or data? Yes. I think Cedric's evidence was just a little bit more heavier than Doc's. I think they both scored perfect in critical thinking and communication. They're always able to articulate their thoughts clearly, concisely, and confidently. However, I think that what suffered quite a bit was the rebuttal and refutation round, or the Q&A. Doc didn't get to finish hers, so I wasn't really able to score it all the way, but just from what I've heard, I was able to give her a 2. Cedric, however, got a 3.5. So bring up the brand total. Cedric's debate Baker criteria scored to 23 out of 25, and Doc's to a total of 20 out of 25. And why I think Cedric used her own source against her quite well, especially with the way where it says it is incorrect to assume that the astronomy and astrology were indistinguishable in antiquity. The production of astronomical knowledge was conceptually and practically distinct from divination even in Mesopotamia. Then I think that was the friend Jessica Rollesberg source that both of them were using, and I believe also nicked her quite well in the Q&A round when he caught her in the question. I think the question was something along the lines of when did the distinction or something between astronomy and astrology occurred. And she said something about the 17th century, but earlier in his he stated it was some Greek philosopher or something, somebody named Empyreans, that said, hold on, that and that astrology and astronomy differs fundamentally. So that is why I give the win to Cedric. So congratulations, Cedric ORTEGA, for your win in this debate.
All right, so we are split. We are split between Judge 1 and Judge number 2. And so, as I said, when that occurs, we will go to a third judge. And for the record, yes, I protect the identity of my judges because we got some weirdos in these YouTube streets who like to harass judges, who like to go in judges' inboxes, who like to try to intimidate judges. So for the weirdos who think because we don't want to tell you who our judges are, that somehow makes us illegitimate, if you understand sign language, then you know what I'm saying. Because why would I, when the likes of you people have demonstrated that you're not going to let these people rest, you're not going to behave like adults, like normal, sane people. So no, I'm not sharing their identity with you ever, unless that's something they decide they want to do themselves. But if it's up to me, you will never know who they is, period. What I can tell you is they all are educated and have degrees behind their name. Believe that. So And no, I'm not going to prove it to you because I'm not trying to prove who they are. But you can take me at my word. That is the case. And like I said, they get paid for their services just like our debaters do here in the Versus series. With that being said, shout out to my man Haru Consciousness, Miss Haru Consciousness, great supporters of the product and participants in Haru. And like I said, Haru, the Slim Reaper is calling your name, brother. He is calling your name. Paul say, you can make me judge, mofos can't sway me. Shout out to Paul. Shout out to Courtney Thompson in the building, one of the top 10 Versus Series competitors. That being said, family, we are going to go to the third judge. And yeah, we're going to see what they have to say about this thing and find out whether or not somebody got 2 belts or somebody leaving empty-handed. Either way it go, that's going to be the case, but we're going to find out who's who. Who got 2 belts and who is leaving this thing empty-handed. There can only be one. 2 champs entered. Only one is going to leave. You got the social media title, the Versus Series social media title on the line, and the real Lions Den title on the line. And when I say the real Lions Den title, I'm not trying to resurrect a defunct debate platform. But what happened, my man Cedric Ortega did defeat Marble Mouth Molly in a debate after he was unceremoniously stripped of the Lions Den title due to having a disagreement with Marble Mouth Molly. And so after defeating him, we decided that he was the real Lions Den champ because he never lost his title. And he beat the top representative of that defunct debate league. So my plan was always to make that title mean more than it ever would over on that defunct debate league by making it something where we would have notable scholars that really are scholars come on the platform and challenge our brothers. But we never really got that going. Not to say that we still can't, but the brother gonna be around one way or another. If he don't have a title, or if he had a title, I plan on working with him in the future. Unlike the people who unceremoniously stripped him of his title, I would never do that, even if me and the other participant in this debate go our separate ways, which at this point, there is no other option. I would never unceremoniously strip them. I would allow them to vacate said title, and we would go our separate ways cordially and, without any drama attached to it. I don't need that in my life. I don't need nobody saying that the debate league is questionable because I let my emotions get in the way. Even if we had to have that person continue to put it on the line, and I'm just not involved in that process, we're going to figure it out, because what I can't have is the integrity of the league being questioned. But y'all don't want to hear me rant. Y'all want to know what this third judge had to say. So let's see what that is.
Hello, this is my take on the CEDRICK versus Dr. Tim Sweet debate. This was a great debate overall with citations on both sides. Credit to Dr. Too Sweet, who actually brought up the Rothberg quote and a lot of good points when it comes to astrology versus astronomy. She had good citations. She should have finished that Q&A. That definitely disappointed. I think it disappointed everybody because there was so much information going back and forth. A bit of a letdown there. But I will give it to CEDRICK just because that Rothberg quote was so pivotal for the very author that, and she initially brought up, so clearly she did her research. The author later says that when using this term, it doesn't mean that the two were the same. Basically acknowledge that there was a difference even in ancient times between the two, a distinction, if you will. So she acknowledges that the term back then, there was a separation, even though it was used to kind of conflate the two. And I believe that Cedric brought it home when he brought up botanists and witch doctors, and how the two can kind of be similar and go into the same fields, will be entirely different. One being more scientific and having laws and rules, and the other being more, let's just say, artistic. But that was a great debate. I enjoyed it.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Even though the brother kept saying CEDRICK like it was SEE. And I saw that comment, Rocky, and who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows? It very well could be, but is it? Who knows? That being said, man, we do have a winner. And congratulations to our brother, CEDRICK, 2 belts, ORTEGA.
For my real rap, man. Tired of that, man, retired that. They don't really want to hear the truth no more. Think they scared how I make them feel. And you can say anything you want about me. I ain't worried, that don't make it real. They don't really want to hear the real no more. Think they scared how I make them act. And you can say anything you want about me. I ain't tripping, that don't make it fact. Look, coming live from the gutter like a cold puddle. When water whipping road shuttle your whole.
Congratulations to CEDRICK ORTEGA, CEDRICK ORTEGA, the new social media and real Lions Den champion. Shout out to my man in the building. Notes from the underground, aka the Slim Reaper. Hey, Slim, all I said was it could be. Who knows? Because the judges are anonymous. I'm just saying. Rocky say it sound like you. It could be you. I'm just saying. That being said, y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna open up the chat. Get y'all comments. Who y'all think won? Why do y'all agree or disagree with the judges? The whys, the why nots, etc. But congratulations to the pseudo slayer, CEDRICK ORTEGA, representing the pseudo killers. And for those who didn't see it, we're gonna play it one more time.
For my real rap, man. Tired of that, man, retired that. They don't really want to hear the truth no more. Think they scared how I make them feel. And you can say anything you want about me. I ain't worried, that don't make it real. They don't really want to hear the real no more. Think they scared how I make them act. And you can say anything you want about me. I ain't tripping, that don't make it fact. Look, coming live from the gutter like a cold puddle. When water whipping road shuttle your whole.
So again, shout out to the unified Lions Den champion and Versus Series social media champion, CEDRICK, as the brother said, ORTEGA. CEDRICK say champ. That's how they say it in the UFC and boxing, the champ. All right, man, we got, I think Hemi, you was first. We got Hemi, the biblical barbarian, in the building. What's going on with you, brother? You agree or disagree with the judge's decision?
Peace. My opinion don't matter. The judges made their decision. You know what I'm saying? So I just came up here to say congrats to the brother said, the pseudo killers. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, the debate was pretty good on both of their ends. So I ain't up here to give my opinion. I'm just here to celebrate the brother win. You know what I'm saying? Say congrats to him and just get ready to defend them belts, man.
There it is. There it is. Hear me say, congratulations, but come get this work. We got Haru Consciousness in the building. And brother, I ate the Slim Reaper in the chat, bro. So it might get a little spicy tonight, Haru. I don't know if you're ready, but what did you think of the judge's decision, man? And did you agree or disagree? You there, Haru?
Really couldn't respond, but guess what, brother? I'm here today, bro, and you about to get your chin checked.
Uh-oh. You breaking up, Haru. Shout out to my sister Michelle Turner in the building. Michelle, we got Pastor Bennett tomorrow. Shout out to Michelle Turner for making that Pastor Bennett interview happen. We got Pastor Bennett tomorrow. Haru, I'm gonna come back to you, bro. Your audio is a little sketchy right now. I'm gonna come back to you. Let's go to the God Killer in the building.
Man, what's good with you, DMG? How you doing, brother?
I'm maintaining, man. Maintaining.
Yeah, that was a great lead up you had. The debate, man. That was a great lead up right there, man. Yeah, you know, sometimes people judge you and you know they ain't never walked a minute in your damn shoes. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Real talk.
And I ain't got you. First of all, you did the G thing, yo. You gotta know when to stay out of stuff, yo. Right? You can't let somebody put the battery in your back regardless, right? And based off what I see and know about you, you the type of individual that if any disrespect was really coming, yo, you'd at least pull the coattail behind the scenes. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. Right? And the thing that make it so bad, yo, you know, it was a lot of people against me in that conversation, right? They were like, you especially on the shooter, because you might have been a little bit too, you know, like I'm like you, bro. I just got to get it out the way and be very direct at this point. Based off what I seen on the internet, just based off the whole thing, bro. So I appreciate you letting the whole damn thing play out, bro. That way you could see what it was, right? And I appreciate that, bro. That's real talk, man. I appreciate the platform, yo. I can say that the pseudo killers have been treated fairly on the platform, even when I got a little bit extraordinary, because I'm an extraordinary person at times. It is what it is, right? The brothers like, they let me know, man, that's how we do our business over here. And see, I can respect that. Don't play with me, man. Tell me what it is, right? If I don't like it, I'm gonna say something. But if it's real, right, then I can, you know what I'm saying, I can leave, follow, get the hell out the way. So I appreciate I appreciate the other two brothers, man. I appreciate them, man. And so, but this Cedric Day for real. And I don't agree with the first judge. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking about, but the last judge, right, actually put the whole thing in perspective. He explained certain sources that made the real difference. Okay, so I appreciate that judge right there. And I thought it was a good showing for Cedric. I think this might have been his best, well put together debate. There's gonna be some things we're all gonna talk about on pseudo killers to polish him up, because yeah, he the one that's doing the debating. And so, but I appreciate that fairness. And just because I disagree with the first judge, right? I just appreciate the whole thing. And you know, I even appreciate Doc. She just, you know, sometimes we just as human beings, bro, we can't take the criticism. All right. And what I've learned is an adult, okay, will recognize when they're doing too much and step back off the situation and then get it straight. A kid run off and cry and suck his thumb. You feel me? So let that be a lesson to everybody. Ain't nobody above reproach, right? And nobody's above critique, because none of us are actually in the fields that we're talking about, and we're subject to fuck it up at the end of the day. So
Speak for yourself.
To the platform and being fair. Big up to the platform and being fair. Who was that rude individual? That was kind of rude there.
I'm a Slim Reaper. Yeah,
Yeah,
speak,
hey,
speak yourself.
hold tight, hold tight, hold
Speak
tight.
That's a
yourself.
philosopher,
You just gonna
Robbie.
come in. You just gonna
That's a
come in.
philosopher.
You
Yeah,
just gonna come
philosophy.
in talking. Hold on, bro.
I ain't
Hold
want to be
on.
lied on.
I
Hold
lied
on.
on
Yeah, but
somebody
he
I don't
wasn't
even know.
talking about you though.
But I'm in
He
the
said
middle of
none of
talking.
I
us.
see Slim Reaper.
He said none of us.
Yeah, but he was talking about God.
Right.
So he
Hey,
talking to
bro.
You're a
me, Juju.
Slim
philosopher
Slim,
Reaper.
anyway.
Slim,
None of us is
Slim.
He
English.
talking to
You're a
me.
philosopher
Slim,
anyway.
just hold tight. Hold
We're
tight.
talking
Hold
about
Hey,
tight.
medical
We
science.
gonna get
hold
to
on.
you. We gonna get to you. We gonna get to you. Go ahead, God killer.
So he an
Just
evolutionary biologist or something though?
No, he's a philosopher. He
So
got a
then what the
degree in
hell is he
philosophy.
talking
I'm
about then?
telling you
So
what
what
it
he
is.
talking about then?
We don't know. Keep
So if he
going.
ain't an evolutionary biologist, okay, and none of that, then don't start showing me nothing. I don't want to hear that. See, you see what I'm saying, DMG? You see how that go, right? See,
right.
it's always that.
He's a part of Paradigm Shift. Just let it.
Okay, but he still can't.
Yeah, God killer. Finish your statement,
Anyway,
bro.
I'm saying
like that.
ungentleman
Somebody
acts.
give it to him.
Ungentleman acts of discourse,
Hmm.
right, is why we stay into the foolery. We need this is a gentleman's game. And I had to learn that. Even in my wildest days, the thing that got me out my wildest days was to recognize no matter what you do, it's a gentleman's game at the end of the day. So big up to Cedric. Okay. Big up it's your day, and you got all the daggone bells, bro. If I was you, I'd walk off into the sunset with all the bells.
Stop bringing them roaches to the house.
The Juju, wow. All right, that's my point. Appreciate you, DMG.
All good, bro. All good. Now, Juju and Sage, I legit don't know which one of y'all got up here first, but if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna go to the man of the hour. And Cedric, before you say anything, you know we got the Versus Series world title, the undisputed world title, held by Pandemus. We had the social media title, which was our little secondary joint where we determined whether that individual ready to move into the world title picture. And we had the Real Lions Den title, which was me really honoring you because you earned that when you defeated Marble Mouth Molly 7,000, and he used his personal grievances to strip you of a belt you had won over in his so-called debate league. That being said, before you say a word, given that you were just crowned the social media champion and the still reigning defending Real Lions Den champion, I got to hit this button before you say a word.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Go ahead, brother. It's on you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Before I say anything else, I need to share my screen to make a point to add on to what Brother Ankh was saying. So if you indulge me, please share my screen for a second.
I don't see it yet. As soon as I see it, I get it up there.
So when you talk about integrity and not doing a debate just for the win, and this is why you have a team around you. This is why the Pseudo Killers is a team. You see here, the Blanchard bone, found in France, dates back to around 32,000 years. Contains engraving sequences tracking the lunar cycle. This is astronomy. You see why we talked about it? You see here, early civilizations like Göbekli Tepe, 9500 BCE. Why we decided not to use this is because these are not confirmed. The consensus isn't out on these two. So the integrity of the Pseudo Killers as a team wouldn't allow me to present this just to win a debate. That's the integrity with which we operate. That's just to add on to what Brother Ankh was saying.
No doubt. No doubt. Hey, brother. So, hey, you heard him. He already ready to challenge you for one of them belts or both, bro. So, how you feeling, man? I'm
So
saying,
now
if it was him, he'd ride off into the sunset.
that's my second point. And what you said is an honor. And I'm going to do something again to show my dedication to the organization and my dedication to what the platform is about. I am going to relinquish the social media title back into the arena for another tournament, for another round of debaters to put in that work and
Ain't
earn
nobody
that.
said do that. Ain't nobody said do all that.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
I'm gonna continue.
You don't gotta get a belt back.
Yeah, you don't give that. Now, ain't nobody tell you do all that.
I'm gonna continue defending my belt, the Lions belt, and we're gonna do big debates like getting Lex Vortex in the ring, Solar Minds in the ring. I'm not gonna beat up on the rookies and have them scared to come out of the woodwork. So I'm gonna put the social media back.
Okay, so just so I'm making sure we hearing you clearly.
Nah, he ain't giving up.
Nah,
no
we
belt.
don't hear him. Don't even think about it. He's drunk.
You-
He's drunk with the victory, yo.
He not giving up no belt.
No,
You vacating the social media title and keeping the Lions Den title.
nah,
I'm
he ain't
keeping the
vacating.
Lions Den title.
You don't vacate. Hold
We
on to
are
it for a
going
couple
to
days.
honor
Oh,
Cedrick's
wow.
wishes, dang it. We are going to honor
Oh,
Cedric's
wow.
wishes. If
you
he
don't get no
wishes
back. Hey
to
man, I ain't never seen the
relinquish
champs give a
the
belt back.
belt, we
wow.
shall honor
Hey,
it. We
that
shall
is,
honor it.
You just retired, bro.
ladies and gentlemen, that is breaking news. Cedric Ortega, the pseudo slayer, just said he is vacating the newly won social media title. So now y'all know what that means.
What that mean?
Me and the Craig's gonna have to convene because I'm a little surprised at this. I'm a lot surprised at this because I thought my man was gonna go on a run with both belts, but if y'all know what we got to do, we can't just give his title to nobody. We don't do that over here. We got to set up another. We got to set up another tournament.
That's what's up.
And I got to get with the debaters. We got to come up with some prize money. The last social media title tournament where Doc got her crown, that was $150 prize. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna keep it similar or if we're gonna go to 200, depending on who I get to volunteer for this thing. But we gotta convene with the Craigs. We're gonna keep y'all posted on that. I said you just shocked us, bro.
Question,
You just shocked.
DMG. Question. I got one quick question.
Go ahead.
If Cedric was to retire in that division, right, then you would still have to have a tournament. Am I correct in that?
That's correct.
Right.
That's
so
correct.
Cedric, rethink that, bro. You can retire.
I'm retiring the belt. Yeah,
No,
I'm
you
retiring.
said
We're gonna give it back.
You said give it back.
Okay,
This
so
is about my daughter.
that's what we saying. Cedric is retiring
right
from the social media division.
Yeah.
No, come on, Sid. No, bro. No, don't do that. No, man. Stop
Hold on,
running.
Hit me. I'm gonna get to you, Henry. Shout out to my brother Philip Baines in the building. Shout out to my brother Philip Baines. Henry, I'm gonna get to you right now. We're gonna go to Juju. Juju, what did you think of the judges? How they came about their decisions? What did you think of the debate and everything going on with the platform? Because you know we got some people talking that talk.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the people talking that talk. I just think, you keep doing what you do, DMG, Paradigm Shift 314, the Craigs, you feel me? Even Leandre, spicy sometimes. Super Wavy. Y'all do what y'all do. I mean, I appreciate the platform. I don't always have to agree, but I appreciate the platform and I respect you and you respect me. So that's why I continue to show you the support that I do, and I don't do that too much because, it's just weird out there for real. And, doing important things in real life, right? I tutor and I mentor, about to go to Gambia in a few months, right? So when I say that I'm these things, I'm actually doing those things with the degree. But yeah, as far as the judges, I'm not gonna like really have a critique on that. They decided on how they decided. I will say that most of the judges got it right, and they saw what we saw when they got it right. You cannot use someone's prize source against them and debunk them and then turn around and say they won. That just doesn't work, right? We also try to do a shows to teach people some of the things that may be confusing when it comes to whether astronomy and astrology were the same at one time. And one of the things that people keep confusing or don't quite understand is that deification and divination is not the same. Ritual astronomy is not astrology. So it's just some fundamental problems, and misunderstandings or comprehension that people lack and understanding the information. And to Cedric's to Cedric's point, he's very smart and he's very gifted, and sometimes he's over the head, and those are things like we work on as a team, like dumb it down a little bit, and that is no disrespect to anybody. But we read a lot as a group. I mean, Uncle give me an article and have me read it 20 times, not at the same time, but like it would be important, so we do that. So I get to understand over a course of time. I wasn't always like this, but I get to understand what nuances are in different subject matter because that's what we do. So it's not a disrespect. I mean, I play sports. I'm competitive by nature anyway. So it's in my nature to like talk shit. I'm gonna do that. You feel me? I mean, that's what I do, because if I see you can't take and it's gonna knock you off a little bit, then that's to my advantage. I'm gonna play all the cards. So, but it was a great debate, Cedric. I still would have used the Blanchard bones. Scientists do not disagree with that evidence. It is considered proto astronomy. So it is what it is. That's my take on it.
Yeah,
No doubt.
and again, why I showed that it is proto astronomy. My
Yeah,
opponent said
30,000 years.
my opponent indicated, she talked about Göbekli Tepe. She talked about an astronomical site, mentioned constellations, and
Right.
didn't understand that that was astronomy.
Exactly. And I'll add one more point to that. Another point, I think we're going to get to this in the brain show and go through it again, but even the evolutionary processes of the brain, it could have never been astrology in the beginning, because that symbolic reasoning for early humans did not come till later. So when you understand evolutionary processes and you read enough work, you kind of get that. And that's just the fact of the matter. There's no debate on that. That is science, just straight
That's
up.
why that's why you see it. That's why you see all over the world symbolic thought beginning after civilizations are already established. Once you have, for example, writing, those are the certain elements that are required, all right, in your societal structure to develop things like astrology. But astronomy as a necessity, the ability to equate this, like in the opening segment, I said, I was quoting the scholar. Maybe the terminology is too hard. The only reason why Cyrus as an astronomical event was relevant is its proximity to the flooding of the Nile. They connected these events because it was a matter of survival.
You taking up my time, Cedric. Bro, and I'm gonna end it with this. So I know there's a lot of chatter about I hate Dr. Too Sweet. I turned on her. I was a pseudo killer before she ever got into this arena. When she first showed her face and opened her mouth, it was all things science. I didn't have any private conversations to know that she had other beliefs, so to speak. And I'm not against people who believe. However, when she did get on Sonetta and took that hard left, I had to leave and I had to get up because I can't be riding in a car with a whole pseudo. I kill pseudos. I don't, piggyback with you. I kill you. So, there's nothing personal and I don't need no new friends. I have great friends in real life. Social media is fun for me and I keep everything in it compartmentalized in its space. So don't confuse it. And for all those who want to debate me, never did I get on social media talking about I want to debate any of y'all MS. Never. So I don't know what kind of crown y'all don't put on my head, but y'all did that in your head, put a crown on me, and now you want it, but you cannot have it. You did that to yourself. I ain't do that. I didn't walk around saying I was the queen of nothing. I didn't walk around saying I want to debate anybody. I do what I do, and obviously I do it well, and I'm going to continue to do that. And I don't need to debate nobody because half y'all don't even know the basics of the conversation you're trying to have. So that would be dumbing down. I would debating down, and I would never do that to myself or the pseudo killers. So stop asking. Get your weight up for real. I'm done.
But before we go to Sage the Savage, I just want to say this. What's the sister name? Blessed B11. Hey, shout out to you, sis. I don't even hate Doc. If me and Doc had a particular kind of conversation, I'd be happy to continue working with her. I ain't got no hate in my heart for the sister. What I got hate for is people being disingenuous. See, if I'm wrong, Unc probably don't even remember this, but Unc got me on Sinetta one time. I'm talking my guy talk, and he hit me with a few questions that left me, for lack of a better term, scratching my bald head. And I didn't take it personal. I ain't come back over here talking stuff. I took the L and moved on. I done tied up a couple people on Sinetta, so it is what it is. But that's the guy killer. I wasn't tripping. So I ain't come to Juju and say like, man, y'all boy this, y'all boy. It was what it was. Yeah. So all I'm saying, I think he got me on Garfield too. So it is what it is. If you get bettered on a particular night, then that's what it is. Especially if you put something out there. If you put it out there, be willing to stand on it and down it and not try to retract and get emotional. So it's not about hate. It's actually about love, because if I hated you, I'll let you continue in your ignorance.
Oh yeah,
I'll let you continue looking like a fool. But when I actually tell you what I think is right and exact, I'm showing you love. So it's never been about hate at all. Now, if you asking me if I'm in my feelings about her lying on me and trying to paint a picture of me that ain't accurate to who I am, yeah, I'm in my feelings. And I should be, because if anybody lie on you and misrepresent you, you should be in your feelings. That's an emotional situation. But the situation about the information is about the information. So yeah, I got an emotional situation and I got a regular situation. And if that somehow paint a picture that I'm being I'm showing more on one side than I am on the other side, that's too bad, because I done went out of my way not to do it despite being in my feelings. But we're gonna go to Sage the Savage, my future co-host over on my other channel, DMG TV 314. Y'all go subscribe over there. DMG TV 314. Sage is gonna be my co-host on DMG Uncensored, where I'm gonna come on and talk my talk about relationships. I've been married for 28 years. I done made mistake after mistake after mistake as a husband and a father, and we still standing. Kids love me, wife love me. So I've been knowing her since second grade. It's a thing or two I could talk about when it comes to relationships and about being a man in a relationship, learning from your failures and not acting like you perfect, unless you the Slim Reaper. That nigga perfect. But if you a nigga like me, then you didn't stumble, but you got your ass back up. So the point is, that's what we're gonna be talking about over there. Sage the Savage is gonna be my co-host, giving a female perspective. Sometimes we're gonna agree, sometimes we're gonna disagree, but hopefully it'll be some content y'all can get into. I'm still looking for a female a female host for a show called Black Woman Unfiltered, where sisters can come and talk they talk, similar to the way they do on Ladies Night, except it's going to be one sister. She might have a guest sometimes. She might tackle a few topics on her own, but she's going to be giving her perspective. It's going to be called Black Woman Unfiltered and DMG Uncensored, where Sage will be my co-host. And just for the record, because certain individuals be thinking they came up with something when they didn't come up with it, they just played a part in it. Ladies Night will be back next week. And I got a couple sisters in mind for being the main or the lead voice, because it was always about having an ensemble and not one person being the star. But one person may have a lead voice, and that's either going to be filled in by my sister or my daughter. Or I might just get up there if they not ready and just say, ladies, hit the panel. And we do it like that. But Ladies Night ain't going nowhere just because a certain individual decide they not going to take part in it, because they didn't make that. I did. So just like NBC kept the Tonight Show going, we're going to keep Ladies Night going. Johnny Carson left, the Tonight Show stayed. Jay Leno left, and the Tonight Show stayed. And so Ladies Night, no matter who leave, it's going to stay, and we're going to continue to try to make some content where sisters can come on and speak and talk about the things that they're concerned about in our community. And one voice ain't going to stop that. With that, I'll turn it over to Sage the Savage. What did you think about the debate and the judges' decisions?
Good evening, everyone. How I feel about the results? Well, I'm about to be pseudo for a second. Y'all don't jump me. You know, I'm outnumbered or whatever. But I feel like, you know, the celestial bodies in the cosmos just align just right for the judges to see who the true winner is. And that, as Judge Spring said, CEDRICK. So congratulations, CEDRICK, on your victory.
That is hilarious.
I just think that the judges were able to see who presented the information more, you know, clearly, concisely, who was able to, you know, poke holes in the other debaters' argument, you know, and I think, you know, they chose right. Justice was done, you know, out here tonight.
No doubt. Congratulations to CEDRICK.
CEDRICK.
and
New name.
And Sage, can I ask, or are you looking forward to joining me over on DMG TV 314?
I am quite excited, actually.
All right, so we're gonna keep y'all posted on that. Go over there and subscribe. I would try to get the link, but I done had one too many Modelo and some other stuff, so I ain't gonna even bother with it. But we're gonna keep you posted on it, and I will start posting that link for DMG TV 314. And it'll be DMG Uncensored, and then we're still looking for a host for Black Woman Unfiltered. So if you're interested, hit me up. That being said, we're gonna go over to the Slim Rick. Did you have something to say real quick?
Yeah, I wanted to say shout out to the brothers Craig. I watched the video back, and at the end of the debate, all that emotion that was cramped up because of the slander and the attack on the character of the God killer and the pseudo killers, all because of some intellectual pushback and some contention with some claims that were made. All of that came out at the end of the debate. I did my best to contain myself during the debate because the shots and the slander was all evident throughout the whole presentation. However, I got my big boy pants on, and we deal with that without mentioning it. But at the end of the debate, the tension and the frustration was so high, I wasn't even hearing clear at that moment. So I need to apologize for crashing out on Craig at the end of that debate. My sincere apologies They do a wonderful job keeping the whole platform balanced. Right. So he was just making an honest point. I wouldn't have wanted to not hear the judge's opinion after putting in all that work at the end of the day. I was just so upset that she ran off. I was like, give me my damn title. So I apologize. That's something also, as a pseudo killer, I would be held accountable for making this apology.
No doubt. But like I told you, hey, we good, bro. No apology needed on my end. But I understand how the pseudo killers move. So if they gotta, y'all gotta commiserate and share y'all grievances, I understand. That being said, let me get to the Slim Reaper. Then we're gonna go. It looked like Unc had something, and then we'll go to my man Haru. Slim Reaper, you came up here on fire, talking out of turn. What's on your mind? Did you see the debate? Did you have anything to say about the judges' rendering? What's on your mind, my bro?
I'm gonna be real, bro. I ain't watching the debate. Yeah, pseudo niggas up there. I ain't watch it. So I ain't even watch it. But let me just say this.
Hold on, real quick. What you smoking?
This is an Aldo barber pole, like $18. But Aldo barber pole. What?
Okay. So it's up there with, is it a Cuban?
Yeah, it's a Cuban. It's a Cuban.
Okay. My man.
So let me just say this. First,
you got a degree in what though?
I got 5 degrees, buddy.
Let me see him. Let me see him. You was putting him up there. Let me see him.
Hold on. Let him get it out. Let him get it out.
He led with that, though. I like to see him. He led with it. He jumped in the middle of me talking.
He did.
I'm saying, don't pump fake me. I just want to see it, bro. You tried to put up there. I appreciate educated brothers and sisters. I really do.
Let me say this. There's no pump fake with me, and I was going to address you first anyway.
I know you was. That's why DMG. That's why I got to it early. See, I can smell it coming a mile away, baby.
Now, so let me say this.
What's up?
I heard you say, none of us are really studied in these fields, stuff that we talk about. Speak for yourself. That ain't me, right?
Oh.
You got people like I was reading the chat and people start talking about logic. Every time I jump on DMG channel, people talking about logic. Logic is a branch of philosophy.
Absolutely.
Now this one right here. This one right here.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
That's cool.
Yeah, bring it up here.
So
closer. A little bit closer. Make sure it ain't misspelled. Let me see.
Yeah, ain't nothing misspelled. This for poli sci. That's highest honors. This
who?
This the high honors for philosophy.
Yo, you moving it kind of quick, bro. With degree in what? With a degree in philosophy? What, a doctorate?
Are you listening? This is probably why you ain't got one, because you won't shut up. I'm trying to talk.
I mean, I need to see it though. You trying to flim-flam me a little bit. I'm not understanding it.
There's no flim-flam when they're not.
Slow it down. Then slow it down, bro.
Here's what you can do.
No, slow it down.
Go to Google right now. Go to Google right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to read it.
Hey, dude, your hairline left like your senses did. Now listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
So you cracking jokes, yo? I ain't got no.
Yeah,
hairline.
I'm in the middle of talking. You keep interrupting me.
Your hairline,
interrupting me though. Yeah, I ain't got a hairline. Take your hat off. Make sure you straight. If you talking about my hairline, you better have a crispy head of hair.
Hold on. Slim Reaper.
It better be crispy. Yeah. So since you got a thing, I just simply said, slow it down. Let me see it. That's all.
Listen, there's a
trying to
video
read
on
it.
here.
Why are you moving quick?
And I want to say something too, man. Is this about pushing up degrees or proving our point?
Hold on.
Why is the old nigga interrupting?
Everybody, hold on. Everybody, hold on. Why every time you come up here? Why every time you come up here, this happen, man?
Hey,
why?
What
is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
It ain't me.
It ain't you.
They can't use their tactics on Slim. That's why. They can't use their tactics on Slim.
Hey, Hemi, what kind of tactics is that, Hemi?
Let's let Slim finish.
Wait, hold on. Hey,
wait. I ain't done. Hey, son, pass me them two up there. Give me them two up there.
Hold on. Slim,
what's the use? What's the use in doing this like this, though, DMG? Look,
hey,
if I say I got this book and do you like this, look.
Give me the other one too, son.
What's the point in that, yo?
Hold on, wait.
You know what I'm saying, yo? Like, why is that? And then Hemi jumping in
that.
because he is pseudo.
Give me that.
He is pseudo all the way.
With
So
no
Hemi jumping.
degree.
He got beat up the other day.
With
Play the
absolutely
tape back.
no degree.
Play the tape back.
I got a
got-
degree.
Wait a minute. Hemi, you agree with Slim?
You don't even know if you got a high school diploma.
I'm not a pseudo because I'm a religious believer. That's not considered a science.
That's not true. That's true.
I don't know what they talking about.
Hey, DMG, let them know you can be a
One
Christian
God
and
in
still
every
respect the
conversation.
science of evolution,
kill it
bro.
every
It does
time.
not interfere with God at all.
God
Amy don't know that yet, though.
the logic of science every time I tell it. Go ahead, Slim. Cook it.
different than what you've been
I
facing.
feel like there needs to be order because
All the
everybody's
stuff y'all
talking all
get
over
all
each
mad because
other.
all the stuff.
Nobody
Hold on,
mad.
Sage. They mad because all the stuff
No,
that they
I'm
like
just
to
saying that
use to
everybody's
down
talking
talk
over each
people
other, and I
and make
said
it
that there
seem
needs
like
to
they
be
more
order,
intelligent
Hemi.
is.
So
They
you
can't
a
do
hater.
that. That's
Me, I
Slim's
knew
point.
you always was
He
a
has a
hater, though,
degree.
Hemi.
No, the brother is showing y'all.
And like I said,
Everybody hold up. Let's say
hater.
what you say, Sage.
like I said, there needs to be order, Hemi, and everybody is talking over each other. I don't like this look for this platform.
Don't just say
like
Hemi. Don't
this.
single Hemi out.
Well, you're the one who were
Don't
talking
single
while
Hemi
I was
out.
talking about some hold up stage. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my bad. I apologize for that.
DMG,
But
can I get back on what I was
Yeah.
saying? Now,
So I'm
Go
just
ahead,
saying,
Slim.
get some order up here. That's it.
as
That's
I was
all.
saying, as I was
I'm saying
saying, you know that really
All right, Sage.
Nigga, I don't care what you were saying.
DMG spoke on me
We
and him.
appreciate it.
Now, Sage, chill out. I've been nice.
I don't need you to. I don't need to do anything, sweetheart. Not a damn thing. Not from
Sage,
you.
you need to
Like
I'm
at
gonna
all.
show y'all
that
how to
same
pack up a
decorum you
college
asked us
boy.
for,
I'm
Shorty.
gonna show
That
y'all how to
nigga would
pack
get
up a
his
college
ass
boy.
beat for real.
All right, so we
Hey,
go.
DMG, I
We
got
gonna
this
go
book.
with.
Look,
I'm from
We
the
gonna
city, baby.
go
I'm
with
from
a
the
you
city,
need
super
to
baby.
get this book. Yo, I got all the books.
super wavy in the building.
Hey, Sergeant Waters, you did me like this, dog.
Well, super wavy. What did you think of the debate and what the judges had to say, my brother?
Hey, peace to the panel. We got the whole pseudo killer squad in here. Peace, Uncle Said. Uncle Said got he double belted up. Peace, Uncle Said, man. Hey,
Peace, baby.
I think it was a good debate. You know what I'm saying? I think the end got a little hectic. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was a good debate. The judges. I think Uncle Said, man, hey DMG, you gonna have to Uncle Said next debate, Uncle DMG, you gonna have to blow the top off bigger than this. You know what I'm saying?
I know, bro. We had like 80 people in the building, brother. I was like,
I enjoyed that.
I ain't had them kind of numbers since Bocam and Cap 10K. But
good one.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. We're gonna have to do that Lex Vortex joint, even though me and Lex is like Slim Reaper and everybody else. I was gonna say like oil and water, but I'm gonna say like Slim Reaper and everybody else. But hey, Sid, before we go to Haru Consciousness, man, did you have anything you want to add? Because it's really your night.
We can't hear you, Uncle Said.
I was waiting on Heru to go. I want if he's not going, I wanted to add on to the point Wavy was making about the final round. I looked back at it and I was giving it some thought. Maybe a point of consideration is that in that Q&A, once the question is asked, the one answering has at least 30 seconds before the one asking the question can cut him off. That gives you enough time to give an answer, and it saves the one asking questions enough time. So if you're stalling, 30 seconds is more than enough. I think that would even it out just a little bit more. When I look back at it, trying to get the answer out, not to be straw man or not to be flim flam. You get that forcing back and forth, and you get each other talking over each other. So I think maybe if that is taken into consideration, it will even things out a little bit. It is not. It is not intended to be a bullying session. I would like some of those questions that I asked answered. Why? Because it would illustrate. The flaws in reasoning. But when I'm asking the question as well, you need to be quiet, right? I'm using that moment to build my case and then lead to a question. If you're consistently talking while I'm asking the question, that creates a confusion. So if that would be taken into consideration amongst the organizers, I think that will help in the future to smooth out the chin check session.
There it is. There it is. Haru consciousness.
No.
You still there, my brother?
I'm not.
Oh wow! Hear me? Did you really just?
My bad,
Nah, you good, Doc. Haru consciousness, you there, bro?
You gotta unmute your mic.
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
All right.
All right, so y'all can hear me good?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I want to weigh in on this debate because I think this debate was good. It was a good debate. You know, despite whatever happened, like as far as technical difficulties, whatever. I mean, all I can say this: if you can argue, then you can hear. So at the end of the day, there's no excuses for it. Said actually came with some things that proved that astrology and astronomy were two separate things because let me say this: astrology came later. Early astronomy was first, and so I get it. You know, at the end of the day, so I ain't gonna hate on nobody, nothing like that. Hell, even if the doc would have come up and debate that old topic again, I don't even mind putting the study step to it again one more time. But watch this though. Slim the Reaper, me and you got some unfinished. We got some unfinished business, bruh.
Ooh.
I got you. Don't think I forgot about you, bruh.
You see this here?
Don't think I forgot about you, bro. You said the Bible is the historical document.
He ain't
right?
forgot about you, bro. He ain't forgot about you.
You said the Bible is the historical document.
Listen, man.
I got you.
Haru consciousness say he ain't scared of you, bro. He not scared of you, bro.
I'm about to smash your fucking
Nigga
mouth,
claims
smash mouth out here.
It's almost a year.
You dealing with the
Almost a year
juggernaut.
since he ran.
You dealing with the juggernaut.
He say he don't care if it's a decade. He still ain't scared of you, bro.
Right, exactly. He dealing with the juggernaut.
When you want this work, man?
Okay. That's
I got 700 views on Super Wavy channel, man. I think y'all should do this on Super Wavy channel. I think y'all should do this on Super Wavy channel, bro.
I don't trust dreadheads. Where you from, bro?
He not from Jamaica. But before you try to start that, I know what you're trying to start.
My people from
bro. He not from the same place. Yeah.
No.
You good,
my people from the West Indies.
Nah, he was talking about Super Wavy. He talking about he don't trust dreadheads.
Oh,
because I said it'd be good for y'all to do it on Super Wavy channel. I still moderate. He not Jamaican, bro.
He got to tell me himself.
Hey, bro.
I'm from Beaumont, Texas.
You just tell me what Sunday
Beaumont,
you want to die.
Beaumont.
We're gonna set up that face
My
off.
folks out there.
And you tell me what Sunday you want to die, okay?
Hey, your Jamaican prejudice is not welcome here, brother. I shout out my roster brothers.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm a
Negro. Jamaican prejudice is not welcome here.
It is what it is.
Who's Jamaican prejudice?
Slim Reaper, man. He got a thing against Jamaican.
I don't appreciate that. I'm assuming Island does a much stronger.
I ain't Jamaican, no part of it.
I'm not even Jamaican either.
You're mixed, aren't you?
He claimed Native Indian. He claimed Native Indian.
Hell no.
Now DMG.
And Albo.
Very
I'll pull up over there.
Hey, I told you, my son waiting for you if you pull up on me, bro. Like, I'm not going to step off the porch.
Still pull up. It's all
Look,
good.
pull up on me at your own peril. That boy is 18 years old, same size as me, and full of piss and vinegar. He allowed to get his hands around your neck.
That's
cool.
So, Leandre, what, how do you identify?
What do you mean?
The question is clear. How
Tell
do
her
you
about your ammo status.
What?
Tell her about your ammo status. What's your ethnicity? Tell her about your ammo status.
If anybody listens to DMG,
wait. The reason why I asked how he's identified, because a lot of people identify differently than their ethnicity. That's why.
Well, watch this.
I know exactly what I'm doing. How do you identify?
I'm Hamar.
Are you gonna deny your Indian heritage?
I identify as an African American. However, my ethnicity is that of such. So how do you identify?
A Negro.
So do you feel that you're indigenous to America?
No, I have a DNA test to prove it.
Leandre, wait a minute. How you gonna say you a Negro and you told me you was an Apache Indian, man?
Everybody told you, listen.
You're hardly
to DMG right now. It's crazy.
Wasn't even no black people.
Said your was
He's gonna see this.
There were no black people near California for a long time.
Slim Reaper. So you gonna sit here and tell me you didn't tell me you was an Apache and your birth name was Geronimo?
Is it? If anybody listens to DMG,
you gonna sit here on this platform right now and tell me that's not true?
Hey, DMG,
it's okay, but I'm
we can
asking
fight
you
for
the
real.
question.
We can fight, DMG.
So why don't you just answer my question, Leandre?
Because it's a retarded question from DMG.
Leandre, Leandre.
I want to know how you identify.
Let me say Negro again.
Leandre.
Let me say Negro again.
So you gonna
Leandre, you ain't ready for me, bro.
Hero, can I?
They call you.
Hold on, Hero.
Let's get that question out because I've been interrupting her. Go ahead, say. I mean, not say Juju.
What is your ethnic makeup, Leandre?
I'm a Negro. I've said it 100 times.
That's not an ethnic makeup, sir.
You can't tell me what an ethnic makeup is.
That's a racial construct. That's a racial construct.
Okay, so everything we're going to say is going to be a social construct.
That.
So no. Listen, everything we're going to say is going to be a social construct because they're going to be artificially drawn lines. Everything we're going to say is going to be a social construct.
What is your ethnic makeup?
You want me to say Negro in Spanish?
It's Negro. What is your ethnic makeup?
I'm going to say Negro again, and then this time we'll see if the elevator go up. I said Negro. How many more times do you want me to say it?
So now all of a sudden you're ashamed of being your birth name being Geronimo.
DMG, you and I are going to fight for the trolling. Because we're going to fight. But one day we're going to fight.
I'm asking you a question, man, because you told me you was an Apache. I think you even showed me like one of your ancestors' weapons that was handed. Like, man, you gonna sit here and tell me right now that you ashamed of it?
Hey, DMG, when I see you, we gotta get in the street. We gotta get in the street.
Wow.
Yeah,
your beef ain't with DMG. Your beef ain't with DMG. I'm about to see your motherfucking ass on.
I got backed up now, baby.
You better stop, bruh.
Good.
See, some things ain't your cup of tea, and
some things ain't your cup of tea, bro.
You better learn how to humble yourself, bro.
You better learn what to drink, bro.
Hey,
yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Everything ain't Kool-Aid.
Hey, listen. Hey, look. Hey, Haru, listen. I'm telling you.
I
like that you're saying that. I like saying that because you clearly have no idea who I am, who you're talking to. So listen, let's do it.
Okay, I do. I see
you. Clearly don't.
To the flash your degrees. Your degrees ain't gonna mean anything in this debate.
He said, let's do it. Let's do it. So since he said, let's do it.
We're gonna face off. We're gonna face off and we're gonna set up the arena,
Ain't no face off. Ain't no face off. We're gonna get a proposition out that we already got.
Hey, listen, I just want you to pick what Sunday you want to die, okay?
Pick one.
What Sunday you want to die? Jesus raised from the dead on Sunday. Leandre, the Slim Reaper, is gonna die on Sunday. That's what the rules say.
Can I clarify something? I never said Negro was a social construct. I said it was a racial one, and I asked you for your ethnic background.
And I have said 100 times, I'm a Negro.
Ethnic background is it's not an ethnic background, though.
I'm a Negro.
So you just go keep.
So you have all those degrees, and you're gonna appeal to a racial construct.
We ain't playing
all
this.
those degrees, as smart as you portray that you are.
How dare you? How dare you, Leandre?
It's giving like
Niggas a
for
clown,
Asian
man.
admix, like you have like a Chinese or Asian mother in black. That's what it's giving.
I ain't doubting his degrees. I
But
just
since
doubting
you
his
say
knowledge.
you don't trust us, we don't trust mixed people. How about that? You probably
Now,
can't
so
even
so
stand
so
on
so
your
here's where the problem.
you're not even technically mixed though. You an Apache? Like I can't
DMG,
believe
are you gonna DMG? Are you gonna tell her or am
I?
I? DMG, you gonna tell her or am I?
Tell her what? That you an Apache Indian and your birth name was Geronimo?
She just
Do
said
you
we
have
don't trust mixed
Caucasian?
people.
Do you have European ancestry?
You see, now these are people who you DMG. You told me have science degrees. I can't believe I'm listening to this question.
I have a bachelor's of science. I don't have a science degree.
You just gonna make something up. I ain't saying you nobody had no science degree. What are you
DMG,
talking
you told
about?
me Juju, and you told me Cedric has science degrees.
We have.
I told you they had science. Show me where I told you that, bro.
DMG, you told me on the phone. All right, that's a bet. That's a bet. That's a bet.
I don't know what degrees they got, man. What are you talking about?
DMG, I can't believe you right now. Hey, listen,
I
listen.
said Cedric. I know I said Cedric has a degree.
Degrees, so is that if that's who you're laying why you don't want to answer the question, then get off the panel. Like
I ain't gotta get off nothing, ugly. You get off the
why
panel.
are you here?
I'm not getting off nothing.
Why are you here, then?
I'm not getting off of nothing. How about now? I'm not
We
getting off
don't
of nothing.
trust you. You too light-skinned. How about that? We don't
That's
trust
cool.
you either.
That's cool.
I don't trust him because he an Apache Indian and now he denying his heritage. I can't believe you, man. I cannot believe you.
These are some of the silliest questions I've ever been asked.
You showed me the bow and arrow from your ancestors.
Interjecting philosophy in every discussion is silly. Keep it going.
Now, DMG. Now, listen. Last time I wasn't able to say. Listen,
I've
hey,
had a discussion with you before.
It's a biased platform. It's a biased platform.
How
I
you
get it. I
work.
see what's going on.
I know what is your game. You think philosophy is everything. You don't know that there's a demarcation, and there's certain philosophy.
That's right. It's me who doesn't know.
Naturalism when it comes to science. It's not.
And that's not a philosophy. You're right about that. You know, y'all
What's this
smart people on this channel.
mulattoism dude?
Y'all smart on here, man. Y'all real smart. Real smart.
I mean, is that you, Leandre, man? This pan mulatto dude. Is that you?
Yeah, that
ain't
damn mulatto is weird as hell, bro. They called you a mulatto for a reason.
That's cool.
And it wasn't like in any how I say like celebratory form. Like it wasn't nice that they called you a mulatto. I don't know why people would use that if you knew the history. It's weird.
DMG, I swear, me and you, we gotta fight. We gotta get in the street.
Hey, I'm just curious.
You know you can't fight.
I'm just curious as to why you acting like you ashamed of, and you celebrated it. Like what?
You know what? I'm gonna start going on SciNet. I don't need this kind of treatment over here. I can go over there.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, I applaud. I wish you would go on SciNet, my guy.
No, I ain't gonna do that either.
I'm scared.
I don't even know. Like, hey man, look, we know each other. I don't even know why you gonna let these people think you was serious too. Like that's crazy. That's messed up. Super wavy, man. You ain't get to speak, man. Tell us what you thought, bro. This guy is trying to
I'm going to his channel. Super wavy. You ain't Jamaican. I'm coming to your channel. I'm gonna go on mute.
Yeah, I want you to do the debate on his channel.
Yeah. He basically said he wants you and Heru to do the face off on my channel. But Uncle said, man, this how you walking around like this now, Uncle said? How you walking around, Uncle said?
Like this. One belt over here, one belt over here. The gorilla walk.
That's how you walking around?
Gorilla walk.
Who would you
Too sweet was too easy.
Wait, hold it down for me, Chief.
I got you. Hey, Uncle said, who you got on your who you see in the road?
Like I said, I'm about the big time. I'm about doing big time debates. So I got Lex Vortex lined up. He's ducking and dodging, but the title has been set. My debate slides are ready. A DNA. DNA, blind evolution or intelligently designed. That's the title of the debate. We're going to do it pseudo killer style of 3 times 15 minutes and a closing. There will be no Q&A, right? Straight up, bring your information. And I'm bringing that to the platform. We're going to do big style debates, and I'm going to leave the versus series alone. I think that the Craig brothers are going to have to come up with an ingenious plan with regards to the social media title. You know, that's a tournament title. So look forward to probably a new tournament being announced, right? We're all about building content. We're all about growing. So that's what's on the horizon for me. I want to get Lex in the ring. And after I get Lex in the ring, Soul of Mine, he called me out. The format for that debate, we already discussed that as well. So I want those two OGs, those two big heavy hitters. I want them on the DMG platform for us to do a big light debates. Maybe those be some pay-per-views, who knows? But that's what I see in the near future. I'm gonna leave the small fries alone. Let them yap, 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 especially people who've been schooled on what Eretz means already. That's hot win for me. So, Hemi, you can bark all you want, but you small fries, bro. You've been schooled on the pseudo killers. And after that schooling, it's just pointless. Like, your level of intellect is not the level that warrants a debate. I'm sorry. So you're gonna have to get your weight up. But I'm looking forward to doing big time debates on the platform, pseudo killers, paradigm shift combination. As for certain people, they run their mouth, but when we in the back have these discussions, they don't want to stand on anything. They think interrogation is a debate, trying to skew the debate in their favor, and at the end of the day, run out the back door. So a lot of hot air. But when it comes time to get real, most of these dudes ain't ready. Juju, keep walking in.
Yeah, boy, lead them roaches where they at. But, shout out to DMG, shout out to Paradigm Shift 314.
Yeah, we don't deal with roaches.
Hero, Super Wavy.
Juju.
Leandre. Yeah. Good night.
Shout out Super Wavy, doing big things over there on Powerful Bills Only. Look forward to me hosting whatever is coming up. I was in the lab doing getting prepared for these debates, but Super Wavy always knows I'm at the beck and call whenever he needs me to host one of those powerful debates over there. So stay tuned and stay on the lookout for what's going on over there. And don't forget, this week, our new series begins over on the Pseudo Killers, Deconstructing the Bible. 5 episodes diving into the biblical narrative, answering a lot of these pseudo questions these proponents of the biblical narrative try to bring out there. We are going to dissect them, pseudo killer style, sourced up, evidence based. 5 episodes. First episode, Bible, fable, fictions, and fairy tales. Historical, my what? So stay tuned for that. That's the first episode coming either Tuesday or Wednesday this week. And my executive producer on top of me will determine that. But you'll see us out here this week. We start with a new episode. Look out for the Brain Show. That's coming back as well. And don't forget Juju and Anthony, our space show. And shout out to the rest of the Pseudo Killer team.
Hey, bliss up, Sid. Bliss up, and congratulations to your win, man. We already knew the outcome of it, right?
Yeah,
we listen. This is what we're gonna continue to do into 2025, 2026. We're gonna continue to drill pseudos, right? So watch this. Leandre. Leandre. I'm on your ass, bro.
You've been running since last July.
You listen. You thought you got away with talking all that shit. He ran. No, I'm on your ass, bro. The Bible is not a historical document, and I'm
Hey,
gonna prove
Super
it.
Wavy, let me know when I can respond.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
sit
prove
silently
it.
till then.
I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let you go ahead and go. I'm just gonna tell you right now, bro, you in trouble. You are in trouble.
All right, you got the flow, Sergeant Rivers.
I say Waters. Now listen, now we got a problem.
My bad. Sorry
Yeah,
about
Waters,
Now, brother, Super Wavy, what you
and
smoking
Rivers,
on over there,
Waters.
man? If
Look,
I say
look,
Rivers.
Cardi soft. Listen, I'm a milk that cow. Fucking hoe
Awesome.
ass nigga.
Hey,
Don't come at me like that, bro.
All right,
Don't
hold
run
on. Hey, Roo,
my
hey,
white
Roo,
down.
hey, Roo, hey, Roo, you gotta let him respond. Sorry about that.
I got him, but come on, man. He
Hey,
did
Roo,
all
hey,
his
Roo, hold
bucket
on.
when I
Hey,
was
Roo,
down.
relax. Hey, Roo, relax. Let him respond. All right, you got the
Go
flow,
ahead.
Sergeant Waters.
Go ahead, Waters.
let me say this, right? So you know what pseudo, right? Delving in and talking about topics and stuff, right? So now, as Ankh the God Killer said when he first came on, people are talking about topics where they don't really have an area of study in. Well, that's not Leandre. That's what pseudo niggas do, right? Pseudo niggas get on here and then they talk about topics they don't even know anything about. I just finished with my master's degree in history, right? And nigga wants to debate me about history. That's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take it because I'm just gonna just drag him through the mud. Just like when niggas want to talk about the subject of logic, right? They want to talk about logic, and then like for whatever reason, Juju brought up naturalism stuff, right? But again, here it is, people discussing topics they have no earthly idea about whatsoever in the world. Naturalism is a particular philosophy. It's a worldview. It's an idea. It's a sort of metaphysical underpinning that tells you how the world works. Now, I don't expect people to know anything about philosophy to know this stuff, right? But when you're talking to a philosopher, you talk to somebody who's the number one student, for example, in philosophy, the number one student. You can Google my name. It's going to tell you that senior high economist. Now, hey, Super Wave, you gonna mute him or what? What we doing? You see this because you see that guy problem. You gonna mute him or what? The niggas interrupted.
I'm gonna knock your motherfucking crown around,
That's cool.
bro.
That's cool.
Now I'm gonna knock your shit around, bro.
I ain't hear what you said.
They interrupted. Hey, listen. Hey, you see that?
You
Listen,
can't even hold up your
right?
goddamn
So as I was saying, right? People want to talk about logic. They want to talk about philosophy. They want to talk
You
about
little
worldview.
scrawny
They want
punk.
to talk about history,
I'm gonna
right?
fuck you up.
Now
Watch.
you see he going again.
Watch.
All right, okay, hey, Roo, come on, okay.
All you gotta do is click. Listen,
No, I'm just
tell the
playing.
nigga to
I'm
shut
just
up.
playing.
Because we see what the issue is. Now, I'm gonna tell you something though. This nigga Heru, I challenged him, I think the 31st of July. It's right here on this channel. I challenged him.
Yeah, my wife
Over
got
nonsense that
sick
he said.
and
Then the nigga
I
lied
had some
and
challenges.
blamed it on his
I'm here
wife and
now.
said that his wife,
I'm here
he
now.
said because he's trying to take care of
I'm
his
here
wife.
now, though.
The nigga
I'm
ran.
here now. Ain't no
I messaged
ducking
him
no
for
with.
years.
I'm here
Now,
now.
listen, I've been messaging this man
I'm
for
here
almost
now,
a
though.
year.
What's up?
Hey, he's still interrupting. Still interrupting.
I'm here
I've been
now,
messaging
though.
this man for almost a year, solid, straight.
I'm here
Trying
now,
to
though.
take this debate. He's still talking. He don't want
Okay.
nobody to know.
I'm here now. I got
Here's
you.
the problem.
I got you.
Now here's the problem, bro.
I'm gonna
The
sleep him in a
messages.
calm position, y'all.
Watch
Watch.
this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something. This goes all the way back. This message right here, when we started the group chat, this was August 4th, 2024. We started the group chat. I challenged him at the end of July. It's mid-May. July 2024. This man was so he was so much a coward.
Things are now
to
starting to
invoke
even
his
out for
wife
me, bro.
and say that his wife was having issues, right?
She
but
was.
But in the interim, right? I'm watching this nigga debate, and he's jumping on people's lives.
I
He's
had
debating,
one
he's telling
debate,
people to
bro.
debate,
I had one debate.
all on YouTube. All on YouTube. He's making memes. He's issuing challenges, right? And he wants to issue a challenge to me in my area of study. In my area of expertise, he wants to issue it. So again, he's making ridiculous claims, making ridiculous statements, right? In my area of study, where he has zero. He has zero,
ass when it comes
zero,
to
zero, zero
and let's see
units.
what happens.
Period.
All right.
That's all
Let
I'm
me ask
saying.
this. Let me
You
ask
missed
this
me.
question.
Wait. I'm in the middle of the building. Wait.
Listen,
Listen.
I'm a pseudo
Hey,
hunter,
hold
bro.
on. Hey, let me ask this
I
question.
won't take the title of pseudo killer because that's not my.
Sergeant, hold
I
on.
didn't coin that.
Hold on. Okay, hey, Roo.
I'm a pseudo hunter. I'm a pseudo
I can't
hunter.
never do that now.
Okay, hey,
That's
Roo.
cool.
Okay, hey, Roo.
You already sent me your bounty, nigga.
Okay, hey, Roo. Hold up. Sergeant Waters. What will be the topic? Not the category. What will be the topic?
Is the Bible a historical document? That's already been established.
Okay, hey, Roo. Give me one. Okay, hey, Roo. I cut him off, so give me 1 second.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Sergeant Waters, what would be the topic?
These young ass clowns. I'm gonna teach
That's
these
what he
boys
said.
something.
Here's the Bible.
Okay, hey, Roo.
Here's the Bible, a historical document. That's the question.
I'm gonna let you respond after he done. I got you.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Sergeant Waters.
Yeah, what he said. It's the Bible, a historical document. It's a ridiculous question. There's no historian who's really asking this sort of question. It's a silly question. That's what he said. He said he wanted debate. It's a losing debate from start. It just is. No matter which way you slice it, there's no like. I mean, like it's such a silly debate.
All All right, let
But
me
on the
let
internet,
Haywood
you can say whatever
respond.
you want. You can say
Let
whatever
me
you want
let-
on the internet.
All right, let me let Haywood respond. Haywood, you got the floor.
All right.
Is it your turn?
Is it my turn to speak?
Hold on.
Uncle Haywood, you got the floor. I think Uncle Haywood, you there? All right, Uncle Haywood, they saying bring that fire.
Now, brother Super Waver, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Well, you tell me. Do you think it's wise to jump in and try to debate a topic where you have no area of study? You have no experience studying. Do you think that's wise?
Man, I see them 5 degrees back there, man. You look like you got it going on, brother. Can we see a couple? Can we see a couple of degrees? Can we motivate?
Yeah. Well, so I have a whole video on here where I'm showing my transcripts. So this one right here is for political science.
How old you is?
35. That's for political science.
Okay.
Well,
this one
hold
right
on.
here.
Hold on. You telling me
Can
you
you
telling
shut
me
up,
you
man?
don't just
Man,
have all
you
kinds
know
of
what?
degrees
And
to
you
have
know what?
common
Listen,
sense?
y'all think
It's a
these niggas
delay.
quiet.
It's a
I
delay.
brush your
It's a
motherfucking
delay.
head out here with
Y'all
how
think keep
smart
these
I
niggas
am.
quiet, bro.
I do
It's
Y'all
a
actually
think keep
delay.
these niggas quiet. These niggas don't want anybody to hear this. But listen,
Hold
in my
up. So my
intro,
baby
we're
look,
gonna get into this.
he wasn't
Let's go.
lying to you,
All right,
Senator Reaper.
hold
I
up,
got
Sergeant
sick
Waters.
and went
Let
in
me
the
let you
hospital. So he
He
will
brought
debate
his
you
wife on. Oh my God,
any
he brought his wife
Sunday.
on. Oh my
Any
God,
Sunday.
bro, get your
I will
balls, bro.
post up the records of when I went in the hospital, nigga. I know that y'all was supposed to debate, but I got sick. But he can get you.
You been sick for 10 months?
No, my
Come on,
wife,
sis.
my wife
10 months you
been
been sick?
sick.
I went in the
Come
hospital
on,
for a
man.
week, nigga. I can show that receipt. But
A
when
week?
any Sunday you want to do it,
You said
y'all
a
can
week?
do it.
Wait.
Period.
You said you're sick for a week?
I will drop that in the chat right now. When I
Oh,
was
drop.
in the
You said you're sick for
hospital,
a week?
the same
Hey,
time
brother,
y'all
super
set up
wavy.
that debate. So
Super
don't
wavy.
do
Did she
that,
say she's
yellow
sick for a week?
nigga that don't want to recognize his own self.
Look.
Hey, brother, super wavy.
Yo.
Did she say she was sick for a week?
I think she said she was in the hospital for a week.
Now listen, now check it out. Now watch this. This is me checking back. Watch this.
Hey, I don't know. I don't really know that much.
No, wait. Let me respond. Look. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something. Let's see. We started that group chat August the 5th. I first issued the challenge on like July 31st, right? December.
Hold on. My wife wanted to speak for herself.
This
But
December
here's the
12th.
thing.
I checked
Here's
back.
the thing. My wife.
I checked back
Here's
December
the thing.
12th.
My wife
The
was
nigga was
off for
posting
months,
YouTube
man,
videos.
and I held
Listen,
it down.
he was on channels debating
I
other
held
people.
it down. So
in
at the end
December.
of the day, you can't blame me for not being prepared for debates or nothing like that when I'm trying to work. Goddamn it, being a man out here. This is what men do. We hold down our families. We don't make excuses. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So all I'm saying is,
Nigga
bro,
blaming his wife is
all
crazy.
I'm saying is right now, ain't no excuses. I'm here right now. You want to bring up my name? You ready for that debate? Let's bring that shit, nigga. Don't make no shit.
Hold up real quick.
No. Ain't nobody gonna silence my mic and let this nigga just talk. Fuck all that.
Uncle Hayru, hold up real quick.
Come on, man. I'm a grown ass man, and y'all know that.
Hold up. We got a topic. Is the
We
Bible?
do get a topic, and he can't just speak on there and y'all just mute my mic.
Nah, I need you to speak on a topic. I don't know nothing about y'all personal shit.
Ain't no personal shit between me and Slim. He don't know me and I don't know him. We talk about information, and at the end of the day, his claim is that the Bible is a his historical document. I'm telling him that it's not. So there's our premise. Let's go. Why are we doing all this bullshit for?
Not premise, a proposition, you idiot.
What's Sunday good for both of y'all?
Man, you let him pick what Sunday he want to die.
Tell you what, let's see.
He want to call me names. I'm an idiot now. Got him.
All right, what's Sunday
good? You can proposition with premise.
Hey,
you
say what's the premise?
We need to do our face off, but we're gonna pick
There's
our
not going to be
Sunday.
any face off.
You pick what Sunday you want to die. We're gonna do our face
There's
off.
not going to be any face off. We're going to set a
Yes,
proposition.
it is. It's gonna be a
No,
face
I'm
off,
not doing any
nigga.
face off. We're going to
It's
have a
gonna be a
proposition.
face
We're going to
off.
go for a debate.
What
We're
you
going to work
scared to
out our
look your killer
time.
in your eye?
We're going to
You
work
scared
out
to
our
look your
time.
you
Then we're going
scared
to
to
go.
look
I'm
your
not doing
killer
any
in
face
his
offs. I don't
eyes?
do face offs.
Huh?
What?
Fucking
Is there a
chump.
delay on your end? Is there a delay on his
Fucking
end?
chump.
Your mama.
Nah, ain't my mama, man. My mama.
Your mama, nigga. Your
My
mama.
mama, nigga.
Your mama, nigga.
Set
So
the date,
look,
nigga.
so hold
Set
up
the
real
date.
quick. Okay,
Set
hey
the
Rue,
date
hold
that
up.
you want to die.
Okay, hey Rue, hold up. I got you. Sergeant Waters, what Sunday are you free?
We can do the 1st of June.
The 1st of June. Let me unmute your mic. Uncle Hey Rue, he said the 1st of June. Is that cool?
1st of June. What's that? That's a Sunday?
1st of June. Is it a
First
Sunday?
in June.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I can
Yes,
get
sir.
them tailored up by that
Yes,
time.
sir. Yes, sir. That's a Sunday.
Bet. Set it for the 1st of June. Me and him.
All right. Give me one. All right,
I'ma
guys. Give
tailor
me 1
you up,
second.
nigga.
Uncle said.
You spoke
All right,
on my
hold up.
mama, nigga.
Uncle
You had
said.
no right for that. I'ma fuck you up, Slim.
Your mama,
Uncle
nigga.
said, you
I'ma
there?
fuck you up, bitch.
All right, hold on. Hey Rue. Relax.
Nah, you don't speak on my mama. My
All
mama
right,
ain't got shit to do with
Hey
this,
Rue. I ain't
nigga.
trying to show my gang.
You don't know shit about me, nigga. You don't know
All right,
shit
hold
about
up.
us niggas up here.
I know you dumb.
All right, hold up real quick. Uncle said, you got the floor, man. How you feel about all this?
Oh boy, it's a point of contention. Of course, you know, the Bible contains fables. The Bible contains fiction. The Bible contains fairy tales. The Bible would not be considered as a historical document, although it contains elements of of historical facts. So, if you look at the Assyrian account, there is some truth to that. If you look at the Babylonian account, there's some truth to that. But there's enough fiction, enough fables, and enough fairy tales in the Bible to render it not an historical document, right? And even the historical elements contain fictional accounts. So, by no account is the Bible considered a historical document. Only for those who want to assume and attribute divinity to the document needs it to be a historical one. And again, the concept of divinity within of itself is one that is grounded in imagination. So I'm interested to see that debate. Of course, I know all the classic trick of the apologists, and especially those that are grounded in presuppositionalism. So those are the worst kind to deal with. The ones that misuse how logic is accounted for, especially in modern philosophy. If it's especially the metaphysical claims, if there is no epistemological grounding for their metaphysical claims, it's rendered mute. So it will want to be interesting to see.
Now, Super Wave, let me ask you a question, bro, because you finna be an op. What possessed you to ask him about this question? What possessed you to ask him?
Say it one more time.
What possessed you to ask him his opinion on this?
Nah, I really was asking his opinion, like period, like about the whole show.
So let me ask you something. Does CEDRICK have any does he have a background in history? Do you know? Does he have background in history? I'm asking you, Super Wavy. Does he have a background in history?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even sure. He right here. Hey, Uncle said you got background in history.
Yeah, I read.
Exactly. Now listen. Now, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. You want to talk about pseudos? You want to talk about like pseudo killers, right? Here's the craziness, right? If you went to a nigga who was like, I don't know, like making booze in his garage, like, would you ask that nigga to like do heart surgery on your mama? Like, no, like we understand that that's a particular specialized field of study. But when it comes to logic, when it comes to philosophy, logic is a branch of philosophy, factually speaking. Shout out to Aristotle, right? When it comes to those areas, when it comes to history, right? Where I just got my conferral for a master's degree in history. When it comes to these areas, like everyone wants to comment, like everyone's talking about logic. Like I've seen the comments, everyone's talking about logic, everyone's talking about fallacies and all this kind of stuff. And none of the people talking have any background in it whatsoever. This is why I objected to what Aunt said, because this is nonsense. People continue to use terms from fields where they have no study whatsoever. what they know about stuff is Wikipedia. They know Google. They haven't turned anything into any subject matter expert to make sure that they're in line with the information. There's only so much that you can even learn even by reading anything, because no one is checking your work. So niggas are wanting to debate topics. They want to talk about logic. They want to talk about philosophy. They want to talk about debate. Like, this is why people are confusing premise with proposition. What are we talking about here? This is what I'm saying. Like, this is pseudo. This is pseudo. And to the Haru dude who just jumped back on, who just jumped off, I challenged this nigga at the end of July 2024. It is May 12th, 2025. And he has still been claiming that he had to be there for his wife. In the meantime, having multiple debates. He's been on YouTube. You can type in his name. You can type in Haru Consciousness on YouTube. And what are you going to find? You're going to find that between July 31st and May 12th, that he's been on there debating things with numerous people. But I've been messaging him constantly. I've messaged him, Darian, the dude Cannon, who appears on this channel all the time. I asked him, brother, what's going on multiple occasions. I asked him again, December. It's December 12th. And then January the 8th, I'm asking him, what's going on? He stopped even responding to the chat. He has not even read any of the things in the chat. This is my live inbox. And he has not responded. So everyone wants to talk about subjects. And this is what the glories of YouTube provides, right? You can get on YouTube and pretend to be philosophically astute without having any studies in philosophy whatsoever. Any. Juju can get up here and talk about, he's going to be a philosophical babble, has no idea what philosophy is, no idea what we do, no idea what we study. I've heard people talk about philosophy is one of the easiest studies. Ridiculous. Top 5 for GRE, 2 out of 3 categories, and number 1.
Sergeant Waters, I want you to pop your shit, man. You got 5 degrees behind you. Fuck all that other shit. Pop your shit. Let us know what you study. Let us know. Goddamn, put us on game.
So 2 degrees in political science, a degree in philosophy, 2 degrees in political science, a degree in philosophy, a degree in law, a master's degree in history, history, law, political science, philosophy. So 5 degrees. So two of those degrees are in political science. Now, so 2 master's degrees. And so this is a reality. So when people want to talk to me about history and historical criteria, Cedric has no idea about historical criteria. He has 0. He's going to resort to Google. He's talking about we are a team. The pseudo killers. Listen, if you're resorting to Google and things like that to try to understand historical methodology, nonsense, utter nonsense. There's no subject matter expert checking your stuff. We wouldn't accept this from someone talking about biology. But when it comes to political, when it comes to philosophy, when it comes to history, niggas get on here and talk about historical criteria all day long, and it's nonsense. They have no earthly idea what we do in these.
Yet he can't refute nothing I said. Not one thing I said. He's not refuting. He's leading with his degree. He's making all the hype with his degree, but he can't refute one word I said. Nothing I said.
I've refuted it already. I literally
he refuted by saying he has a degree and therefore disqualified from talking
whatsoever
about history. Like really, bro. Like really. Anyway,
but
you
in
know
the
what?
back chat,
I'm
he
a champ.
he didn't even understand what a worldview was.
I'm gonna leave this dude rant and rave. Yet he can't discount
you
one
keep
word.
saying you only mean rant and rave, but you won't stop talking. You're so afraid of somebody
Not
hearing.
one word.
You don't
Not
know
one
anything
word.
about logic.
All that gish galloping. He has
Here
not.
goes again. I'm gonna let it finish and I'm gonna go. Listen. Hey, look. Hey, Super Wave. Look.
Bunch of blah 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 blah.
He don't want to listen. He don't want nobody to hear this.
Anyway, folks, it has been a pleasure.
They have no idea what they're talking about. None.
I don't see it. Hey,
let me say this.
How
go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead.
How long you had to go to school for all them degrees?
Shoot. Right now, I don't know. I graduated in 08. I was really supposed to graduate in 07. I was supposed to graduate 2 years early, actually in 05. Through a series of mishaps. I got a whole video on my channel talking about this whole thing. Series of mishaps. I ended up graduating later. Whole bunch of stuff like that. But anyway, I was supposed to graduate 2 years early. That's a fact. As a sophomore, supposed to graduate. Now, California GATE student, IQ has to be, I think, at least 125 and up to get in that. That's 5 percentile, 5th percentile. In order to even get in those sorts of programs. So, but everything I say I am. Now listen, I'm not like these other people. They want to get up and everyone wants to talk about logic. Nobody's studied. Nobody's taken the logic course. If I put symbolic logic in front of one of these niggas right now, they wouldn't know what to do with it whatsoever. One of my fellow philosophers, Nick Portwood, was here on the channel with me. He was one of my logic tutors in one of my logic courses that I've taken. He's on this channel right now presenting logic, and nobody knew what the subject was. But everyone's talking about those topics. Everyone's talking about history. Everyone's talking about philosophy. They want to talk about logic. They want to talk about all stuff, and none of these people know anything about it. So, and this is the problem. Everyone wants to pick up topics that they don't understand. They haven't studied whatsoever. Because everyone wants to seem like, oh, I'm the person in line with the stuff. Now, again, back to your boy Haru. I issued a challenge to this dude at the end of July 2024. He has been pretending that he's been taking care of his wife this whole time. And shout out to his wife. Sis, no disrespect. I don't doubt whatsoever that you had some issue, something going on. This is not a diss. I'm not poking fun whatsoever.
Y'all already got a date, so y'all already good.
Now, listen, but this part needs to be said. The nigga has been lying and claiming that he'd take care of his wife for 10 months. It's 10 months. It's May. This happened in July 2024. In the meantime, he's been on this channel. He's been debating. He has videos. He's been chasing people down, saying that he's killing people off and all these topics. He has videos on YouTube where he's been debating in the interim in that time. What's it taking so long? He ain't responded to the messages. Me and Darian, aka Cannon, who likewise participates on this thing. This is my live chat. That's January 8th. He still ain't responded. He responded. So, again, why are niggas running? You claiming that you had to do all this stuff. I've been asking for it. It's been 10 months since I asked. Already did it.
Again, hey, Sergeant, let me ask you this.
I've been asking for it.
You was in the service, and what service you went into?
You talking about my name?
You talking about running? You talking about running?
I think he got a delay.
Yeah, it say Sergeant. You call yourself Sergeant Waters, right?
Yeah, no.
Sergeant Waters, you out of line, bro.
Yeah, no.
You might get yourself smoked. Quit playing.
I think he has a delay.
You didn't ran out there in deep water, bro, and you forgot how to swim. Set that debate up and shut the fuck up and let's go.
It's June 1st, right?
Now, brother Super Wave, let me ask you a question, man. Have you ever seen the movie A Soldier Story?
He forgot about that. He don't want to talk about it.
Say it again.
All right, y'all.
You ever seen the movie A Soldier Story?
No.
Let him have it. Let him have it. Let him talk his shit. He gonna die on whatever Sunday he choose to.
Yeah, we got a June 1st, right? All right. Now I was asking what service you went into. That's what I was asking.
I was in the No Limit Soldiers.
Okay.
Wait. Let me do this real quick, because I want you to understand. I didn't understand. So Sergeant Waters, this is hold on. Let me do this.
Oh, that's your rap name. I got you.
No. Watch this. Hold on. You see this? I'm trying to share my screen. Can you see it? Can you hear it?
This kind of boy seems innocent, Boogie. Got everybody on the post thinking he's...
Can you hear it?
Right.
A strong black buck. White boys envy his strength, his speed, power in his swing. And this colored champion lets those same white boys call him Shine.
Uncle DMG, you want me to play that?
Now, DMG, why are you interrupting? You on mute.
I didn't interrupt nothing. It's my show. What you talking about?
And you know, this is a biased platform. You know what? I'm finna go to JJ channel. I know what I'm finna do.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cool, I'm gonna go to JJ channel.
Go ahead.
That's cool.
Just remember, JJ, old Marble Mouth wouldn't know you if it wasn't for old DMG.
Hey, that's cool. On his platform, at least it's fair.
I can't hear you. I muted your mic.
Oh, it's fair on his platform.
What you say? I muted you again. What you say?
Over there.
I still can't hear you. Listen.
It's biased.
Slim Reaper, aka Leandre, real name, birth name Geronimo. Why did you get up here when the good sister Juju asked you about your ethnicity or what? How do you identify? Why did you get up here and not claim your Apache heritage? Are you ashamed?
Now, no. The problem is that she don't know that she just don't know what she's talking about. So I don't know.
Are you not? Are you not Apache Indian?
I'm a Negro.
Birth name Geronimo.
I'm a Negro.
So you're gonna get up here on my platform after excoriating other people who you claim tell lies. You gonna pretend that me and you haven't had multiple conversations about your birth name being Geronimo and you being an Apache Indian?
DMG, you know what? So you going to hell? I just want you to know that. Like hell is gonna be your home. Like you.
Are you sick?
You got to stay there. You know you're gonna be able to leave, right?
Brother.
Like you can't leave once you're in there.
Brother, I can't. I'm trying to think. Why? What's the evasion about?
Ain't no in and out passes in hell, DMG.
That's what. Okay.
Ain't no in and out passes.
Don't. Why is you coming up on a black platform pretending to be black, man?
DMG, I'm a Negro.
Wow.
With curly hair, but a Negro nonetheless.
Because your ancestors paid a nickel for that distinction, don't mean you can be like, you can't just claim that, dude.
Do you know that there's degrees of hotness in hell? Do you know that? You aware of that fact?
I don't know nothing about what you're talking about right now, man. We are talking about wow. I can't believe I thought you was a pretty courageous, forthright brother, and you gonna sit here and act like me and you ain't never talked about this with other people on the phone. It's other people that can corroborate this, bro.
DMG, in some corners of hell, it's hotter than the others.
Wow.
I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you've been studying your Bible, but it's hotter in some corners than the other. And
all right, man. So listen. Geronimo.
JJ 7000. What's his name?
Geronimo.
Hey, JJ, hit me, bro. We're gonna put it together, bro.
Geronimo, it's you and Haru Consciousness June 1st on Super Wavy channel. Can we count on that?
Yep. I'm there.
All right.
Hey, do you realize you just signed something with the hitman, right?
Okay.
I hope you realize that before everybody. You just signed something with the hitman while you was running your mouth.
Hey, Haru, he say he's seeing you debate. Can you believe that? And he's still saying he want to get in the ring with you, bro.
That's cool. That's cool. You know what? My first debate with Bosco, I was a little tip, but at the same time, I still had no business, right? I delivered, but you know what?
That was the first time somebody tapped out since we've been doing the Versus series. I don't think he saw it, bro.
Oh man, well, he about to get a Hebrew Conscious foot up his ass. He gonna tap out too. Watch.
This the first debater who made another debater tap out in the chin check session. I don't think Slim Reaper ready, but I don't know if Wavy gonna adopt a chin check session, especially for this one, because Wavy got his way of doing his thing. And y'all, I set y'all up so y'all can get the particulars, but I think this gonna be a good one. I think Slim Reaper is underestimating Haru Consciousness. I'm gonna say it like that.
He really is, bro. And DMG, watch this. Let me say this real quick, Slim, and you can go. I'm just gonna say this. Watch this, Slim. You need to slow down for a minute and start to respect people that paved the way for you. You have no idea who I am, and I'm gonna show you who I am, young brother. Through this debate, I'm gonna chin check you for real.
I just want to give a shout out to all the niggas who dropped out of high school so I could master's degrees and be a part of less than 2% of the population. Niggas like Haru who didn't finish school, right? Who don't know.
I didn't finish school.
Who don't know. Who don't know basic historical methodologies. Who also think rocks are alive. Shout out to them niggas for being stupid so that I could be smart. Shout out to them niggas. Them niggas went against Brown versus Board of Education so that I could excel in education. and present original research.
Double trouble.
Shout out to them niggas.
And you put yourself in trouble. Listen, you another fine tooth comb Negro that's trying to put yourself above other black folks. You don't think nobody greater than you. You don't think nobody from the hood could achieve anything. I'm gonna set you straight, brother.
What the pseudo hunter is saying is, when him and his white associate come riding up, you the Negro that be like, who that uppity Negro up on that damn man? He's saying that's you. That's what he's saying.
Oh.
Hey, DMG, can I tell you something?
Hey, Geronimo, it's on you, man. Go ahead.
Hey, DMG.
Geronimo running waters. That's why Sergeant Waters. Geronimo running water.
Hey, DMG.
Clear water.
The race can't afford Negroes like this no more, man. We can't afford it no more. Yeah. We can't afford niggas like this no more. We got to get these niggas out of here. Listen, the time of the Geechee is over, bro. It just is. It's been a time we tolerate niggas like this, but the Geechee time is over.
So June 1st, ladies and gentlemen, on Super Wavy Channel, we got the pseudo hunter Haru Consciousness versus Leandre Geronimo running Sergeant Waters. And the subject is the Bible an historical text? Is that the right word?
Yeah, is the Bible a historical text? Yep.
Document.
A historical document. Is that what y'all have?
There you go. There you go. Is the Bible a historical document?
I like my title better.
That's absolutely what it is. And Leandre, I promise
I like my title better. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I'm gonna send you home to your mama crying on this one.
Geronimo know why I like my title better, but he a hater.
Talking about what his colleagues go, they books and all that shit. Bro, I got you. All y'all apologists, I got y'all.
All y'all apologists.
Brush your whole head, nigga. I've been talking to people for a minute. The whole time I've been out.
I got Pastor Bennett on tomorrow. Speaking of apologists, I got Pastor Bennett on tomorrow.
For real?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I'd like to talk to him.
I'm going to JJ 7000 platform.
Bye.
I'd like to have a conversation with Pastor Bennett. And it's respectful, DMG. It's respectful, as always. My conversation with Leandre is respectful. He's not Slim the Reaper. He's just Leandre. And we're going to deal with that.
Geronimo running water, bro.
Okay. Self-appointed titles, huh? We're gonna deal
I gave him that because he's scared to claim his Indian heritage. That's crazy.
My elders named me Heru. We're gonna learn that.
All of a sudden, he just a Negro. I'm appalled at you, dude.
No. I'm just saying he tried to
not you, Haru. Not you, Haru. I'm talking about Leandre.
Yeah, he just he like to point people where he want them to be at. Because he's the leader of the pack because his little degrees. His 5 degrees. Nick, I smack you upside the head with all them diplomas. Stop playing with me, bro. You don't have to listen. Just because you got a diploma don't mean you smart. Stop playing with me.
That's what I was about to add. Uncle DMG, you think he got 5 degrees?
I'm gonna teach you something, bro. What?
Well, I do think he had 5 degrees, but I mean,
I just want to acknowledge. I want to acknowledge his accomplishment, but they don't mean diddly squat in this conversation.
Well, a bachelor's degree is a degree. Now, if we ask him how many masters he got, then he got 2 that I know of.
Yeah, that's fine.
But his other degrees, associate degree is a degree. That's not to say he ain't got. I think he got 5.
I appreciate the fact that he got so much degrees, but listen, it don't mean diddly squat. And what we talk about.
But what do degrees mean to a pseudo hunter?
Hold on, real quick. This is what I'm asking.
Exactly. I'm a pseudo hunter.
Hey, hold up real quick. This is what I'm asking. I'm asking, do both of y'all believe he got 5 degrees?
Yeah,
I don't look.
I know he got 3.
About the man.
The other 2.
He do a lot of flashing, but he don't show it. He do a lot of flashing. That's cool, and that's fine. He can flash the degrees all he wants. At the end of the day, when it come down with us to debate, what we gonna debate, I'm gonna show y'all the difference between logic and reason and somebody flashing the goddamn degree.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
What's a degree? This is what I'm gonna put on the flyers, Wavy. But I'm gonna make the flyer showing that it's gonna be on your channel, and I'm gonna put what's a degree to a pseudo hunter.
Right, exactly. Because I ain't gotta mention my credentials. I don't have to. He loves to. Him and Dr. Too Sweet they love to do that shit because you want to belittle somebody else. Guess what? That shit is now. It is now. We're sick of it. Nobody cares. You're gonna deal with the conversation title and all the evidence presented, or if not, nothing. At the end of the day, that's what it is. So I don't even care how many degrees he want to throw up there. Goddamn, you throwing darts at the goddamn in the tornado.
He ain't TKO nobody he ain't made nobody tap out in the versus.
Man, he ain't even been on no debate. He ain't in debate nobody. All the darts he throwing ain't even stuck nobody in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Now he do got debate. He got 2. I think he got 2 debates on this channel. Garfield and Lord.
How long ago was that, DMG? How long
it was
ago
a while ago, bro. It was a while ago.
That's all I'm saying.
It was a while ago. Hey, Slim Reaper, he on your head, bro. Haru consciousness is on your head. He's like, look, I'm throwing you some bail, right? I say, nah, he got 2 debates on the channel. I'm like, he debated Garfield and Lord Badu. Hey, this dude Haru consciousness saying, without a second thought, he saying, how long ago was that? That was a long time ago.
Right.
It's on your head, boy. I think you bit off more than you can chew, Slim.
No,
I think you bit off more than you can chew, man. Them degrees is not going to save you when you get in the cage, boy.
Let me say this. They love calling people out.
Came on here with 5 degrees behind them, talking cash shit. I ain't never seen it before.
You ain't never seen it before. Oh, bro, this was like
you come out here like you supreme.
Wavy. From Slim Reaper, his behavior tonight was light. I'm not. It was. I'm up there trying to hurry up and eat my food. I'm talking to the wife and my daughter's trying to hurry up and get back down here because I'm waiting for it to go left.
Right.
That was light. You handled that with precision expertise, bro.
Right.
Usually it goes left up here.
Let me say something to y'all, man.
We got the phenom, the musical messiah in the building. Go ahead, Haru, and then we're gonna turn it over to Neo. Love.
For sure. Hey, look, I because I gotta get ready for work too. I'm about to get out here and go to work. But here's the thing, man. It's all fun and games until cats actually get me in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Listen, the boy talking all this cash money shit. He got degrees, sure, but that don't mean people ain't smart, bruh. That don't mean people don't study. And I'm gonna prove something to him, one way or another, come debate night. So at the end of the day, I want people to go ahead and gas that shit. What he talking about? I want people to, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, yeah.
Hey, Haru, go on say it, bro. Go on say it.
Watch this.
What's a degree to a pseudo hunter?
Man, listen, I'm a pseudo hunter, bro. Because a lot of these degree holders be add their own shit in there. You feel me? You want to mix it up in the pot. But I got him. I got him. Watch this. He don't even realize I didn't trap him down already. Wait the debate night. It's over.
He said it's over.
It's over. And people basketball is getting ready for you to be sticking around because I'm hunting down all pseudos.
There it is. The pseudo hunter. Hey, Slim Reaper, I think you better not be taking this man as lightly as I think you is, bro. Because it's gonna be all
I'm
bad
saying,
for you.
all the people that said don't kill, all the people who said don't kill, I'm coming to kill all the rest of it, bro. Like, come on, man. You don't even realize what's happening to your league. The hitman is here.
Oh man, he say I don't even realize. So can I count on you for this upcoming social media title tournament?
Oh, count me in.
My man.
You can plug me in, bro.
Hey, family, June 1st, over on Super Wavy Channel, Haru, the Hitman Consciousness, aka the Pseudo Hunter, will take on Leandre Geronimo Running Waters, the Slim Reaper, is the Bible and historical document. It's on the popular June 1st on Super Wavy Channel.
Bang, bang, bang.
That's like Uncle Neo Love, man. Take your auto tune off before you start.
The musical Messiah.
Take the auto tune off before you start.
The phenom. The #1 ranked debater in the Versus series is in the building. Unmute your mic.
Hey, Neil, after I kill this dude, I'm coming for you.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Unmute your mic, Neo.
Go ahead. Have your moment.
He cutting the auto tune off. Then he gonna start talking.
He said,
right.
Is my auto tune off? Yeah, my auto tune. All right, so, I don't know why this dude called the Hitman when I'm the most dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Haru, yeah, that's gonna be not.
You take listen.
We gotta get y'all in the ring.
I get it done.
I came with the mask on. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been checking y'all out. You know what I'm saying? And the whole show, I've been watching y'all, and I had to join the panel for one reason. I got a lot of shit going on in my life right now, but I had to join the panel because I just want, it to be known. I was the first nigga back here checking degrees. I was the first, and Doc was the second person I checked on degrees. The first person I checked on the degree is on the goddamn call right now.
Yeah, you ain't checked my degree, bro.
Why he ain't tell Slim Reaper, Sergeant, whatever his new name is, why he ain't tell him about his degree?
Degrees, bro.
You should have told him you had that degree in what was it? Astrophysics.
I ain't get no degree in astrophysics.
What was it?
Psychology? My resume is on the slides, bro. In case I guess you've been drunk and sleeping.
Because I mean, when you was talking to Leandre,
when
you was talking to Leandre, it sounded like
what they released.
It sounded like you were saying you didn't need no degrees, but I was wondering why you ain't said you had a degree too. Why you ain't tell his brother you got a degree too?
My degree ain't got shit to do with anything.
So
at the end of the day,
this a second person that need to show their goddamn degree.
I'm out here with
real scholarship. This the first person that needed to show it.
This the Reaper. I'm gonna kill your dumb ass. And
you can't debate me until you show your degree.
What's up?
Look, any nigga claiming to have a degree cannot debate me until they show their goddamn degree.
You want to die?
Until you show your goddamn degree.
You want to
Other than that, you either got to show your degree or admit you ain't got one before you can debate me. That's the rule, dude.
That's funny, man.
That's the rule.
Messiah.
That's funny, man.
Came up here and laid down an ultimatum.
I'm laying down a law. Like you got to show that degree.
You avoid.
You ain't debating me. And
you
that's
avoid it. Oh, I'm gonna show you it. For sure.
Slim Reaper, you ain't the only one with degrees. This brother got degrees too. Doc got.
And hold on, and I guess you do too. But guess what? I'm gonna show something. I'm gonna show real scholarship, bro. And
why you ain't telling me you had a degree? I think
show something you can't show. And
you
hold
were
on, at the
lying
end
to
of the
me.
day, this is just a deflection. You listen.
Why you
You
ain't
need to
tell that
prove that
man
you number
about your
one.
degree
You
at
need
your
to
mom
prove that
house?
you number
Tell him
one.
why
Number
you ain't
one.
tell that man you got degrees
That's
at
where I'm
your
gonna start
mama
with. You
house
need
like
to
you
prove
told
that
me?
you
Why
number
you
one.
ain't tell
You
him
not
that?
number one. I'm gonna knock you up out of
Why
that
you ain't
position,
get on
and I'm
this
gonna smack
platform?
your.
Why you let that
I'm gonna
man
smack
front
that
all them degrees
ridiculous music
and
up
act
out of
like
you,
he
man.
said you ain't even finished school and you ain't even argue with him? You
Bruh,
told me you had a degree,
bruh,
bro. Wait,
listen to me.
I'm
Listen to
just
me. Listen to me. You are done. Neo, you should have never been number one. And
look.
at the end
I
of the
can
day,
tell him. Look, I'm just
you
saying.
trash and your music is trash. I'm gonna prove that. Watch this. I'm gonna
Oh,
prove it.
man.
I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna replace you. I'm gonna replace you real fast. Watch.
Hey, look, the most dangerous.
Dog, man.
Hey,
You
look,
don't even know a nigga to work hard as
look,
me.
He
I'm
gonna
just
say most
Fuck
dangerous.
out
He
here.
just gonna say cash
I'm gonna
money.
just say most dangerous. Look, let me show y'all something. What this say on my arm?
Hold on.
Oh man.
It,
Oh
it,
Oh
it
man.
yeah, I
was
see you,
padded.
DMG.
It was padded. It was destined. It
Oh
was
no, that's
destined
Neo.
for
That Neo
me
shit.
to be
Look,
He
number
say
look,
one.
it
Neo.
was
I don't nobody
desperate.
give
It
a
was
fuck about that
He
shit.
destiny
talking
right there.
cash
You and your
Right
little
money.
local
there. It's
clique,
padded.
nigga.
Hey,
Fuck
he
out of here.
talking cash
You and your
money
little local
shit
It's
clique.
right
That's
here.
all.
padded.
You
It's
hear me?
padded.
He
I
say
Anybody can have that
am number
tattooed
one.
on.
he to be number one, man.
For
Oh,
real. Fuck out of here. You number one, nigga. After I chop motherfucking Slim the Reaper head off, I'm coming to beat your ass. Just watch that, Neo. So you hold on to that number one spot. I bet you better. You better. You better. You better never spot. You better never talk to me again.
I'm gonna
Promise
talk
you
to you
that. Hold
every
on to that
day.
number one spot.
Every
Because guess
debate
what?
you have on
After I beat
Wavy
Slim the
Channel
Reaper, I'm coming to beat
or
your ass, nigga.
DMG
Watch me.
Channel,
I'm gonna beat your
I'm
ass
gonna be
publicly.
there. I'm
Watch, because
gonna
you've been
be
talking
there
shit for over a
every
year.
debate. After
No,
every debate, you're
he
gonna
been
have to
talking
see
shit for
me.
over a year, y'all.
When they
For real.
call the
Watch this.
audience
Watch
up,
this.
I'm coming.
Neo
I'm
gonna fall. Him and his trash ass music gonna fall.
coming.
Already got a track for you, bitch. Watch.
oh man. Hey, real quick, family. I just gotta say
No,
this. I
I
gotta
love
say
my
this.
bro. I ain't mean
Real,
that in no disrespectful way.
real
I
quick,
got it.
family. Let me say this because it's a little bit of confusion out there, and I think I speak for Wavy and the Craigs.
Yes, sir.
Nobody and GT, all the contributors to the platform. So, Sage the Savage, everybody. When I say this,
The opinions and perspectives shared by our guests and debaters on Paradigm Shift TV, 314, and the Versus series are their own. They do not necessarily represent the views of the platform. We support open dialogue and critical thought, but encourage viewers to think for themselves.
yeah, I mean,
Yes,
so
sir.
I just had to get that out the way because I've been getting accused of, certain things by certain folk.
He had to pull that Silk the Shocker. It ain't my fault. Oh, it ain't
You know
my
what I
fault.
mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, dog. You know what, big dog? Like, I ain't got no problem with you, man. Like, I got problem with dudes with big mouths, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna handle that in the square. I'm gonna let the show go on. But all I'm saying is that, man, I'm right here. I ain't running for nobody. Leandre gonna get it first, and then Neo, if you still really about that life, if you don't get beat first, I'm a whoop your head up. Watch.
Man. Oh man.
Watch.
That ain't even sound threatening. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay. Well, it don't have to. It don't have to. It's the element of surprise,
Super
my man.
Wavy got a blockbuster, a Root Consciousness versus Slim Reaper. What's a degree to a pseudo hunter?
No, he got a degree. He got a degree. Ask him.
That's what you did right. It don't matter. My degree doesn't matter in this debate. It's the knowledge on the subject matter.
Oh man. See,
what does my
one
degree
thing,
matter on this subject matter? Do you even know what I have a degree in?
like I said it earlier, but I'm gonna say it
Come
again.
on, man, stop it,
I'm
man.
on here. Now that I'm on
This
here.
is what I'm talking about clout chasers, internet personas, and niggas is clout chasing. So you keep that same energy after I beat his ass. You better hope you win, and I got you.
Yes, sir.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
whoop
but
your ass right
I
in front of
said,
everybody in here. You ain't no number one contender. You a pretender. Get the fuck
Oh
out of here, man.
man.
Stop talking to me.
I ain't no number one contender.
Got
You
you.
right.
Stop
He
talking to me.
right.
Stop
He
talking.
right, DMG. I
You're
am
not
not
ready.
a number one contender. I am not.
You're not ready.
I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Mush mouth
not.
ass
I'm
nigga.
not the number one
Listen to your
contender.
song. All we heard is hallelujah. Get
I'm
the fuck
not.
out of here.
I'm
I'm
not.
gonna crush you in
I'm
your
not.
song, nigga.
I'm not
Watch me.
a number one
I'm gonna
contender.
crush
I'm
you
not.
in your song.
I'm just. I'm
Uncle Harry,
just.
let's let Neo respond.
I'm not a number one contender. You right. I'm copping deuces today. You right.
Nah, that nigga, you are ranked number one. You don't even know where you ranked at.
I'm
You don't know
not.
where you ranked
I'm
at.
not a
Neo?
number, bro.
You are ranked. You are ranked number one.
Bro,
I got every right to challenge you.
I'm saying I'm copping deuces, bro. Why are you upset? You said I'm not the number one contender. I'm not the number one contender. I'm not. You right. I'm number one. Period, nigga. I'm number one.
Man.
Period. Ain't no contender. I'm number one. Period. It's tatted. It's been tatted. I got that shit in blood, nigga. Number one.
I'm gonna destroy you on any debate topic we have. I'm gonna destroy you. So watch. Just keep talking. Keep talking.
You gotta show that degree.
Keep talking, bruh. Just keep talking.
First.
I'm gonna show you and the rest of the world.
We gonna hold off
Clowns,
on
man.
Neo, One Love, the most dangerous Bible believer. We gonna hold off on that one. He got Hemi up next.
Oh yeah.
Haru Consciousness going over to Super Wavy to take out the Slim Reaper. Then he gonna come back to the Versus series, and we gonna figure out something for him. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we got another nice one coming up for you. The Versus Series World title, the undisputed Versus Series title, held by none other than Pandemus, the Pan-African Atheist. It's going on the line on May 24th. Now, his opponent is one of the Versus Series most celebrated debaters. One of my favorite individuals, period. And our brother LP. My kids say we look alike. I think they just looking at the facial right now. But these brothers will be squaring up on May 24th. That's a Saturday. Be here on Paradigm Shift TV 314 at 7:15 Central Standing Time. Does belief in a higher power strengthen or weaken collective Black identity? That is the question at hand. These two brothers will be getting that on. So, again, y'all stay tuned for that.
Can I ask one question, DMG?
Good one.
Can I ask one question?
What's your question, bro?
Why can't our debate be streamed on both channels? Because I support both channels, but you know I want a fair shake. I want no polls and shit like that. Whoever bring the best crowd, we're not doing that. It's scholarship.
Okay. I mean, if you want that thing judged the way if you want it to be a Versus Series rules match, we'll make it a Versus Series rules match.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm sure if Slim really wants to smoke, he ain't gonna object to that. Wavy cool with it. So,
yeah, and we can still stream on Wavy channel to it. I want Wavy to.
Well, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The reason I want to do it on Wavy channel, we trying to get some traction over there, just like we getting a little traction over here. So we want to keep the same momentum on both sides. We'll throw it up over here, of course, later on, but I want him to get them initial numbers from the live, if that makes sense.
Yeah, got it. And I support everything, man. So let's make it happen.
No doubt. Hey, speaking of that, Wade, I'm gonna jump off, man. I'm gonna go up here and try to get it shaking. I told y'all earlier my wife was looking like a snack. I'm about to go try to eat. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Wade, you hold it down as long as you want to. Neo, salute. Hitman, salute. All the people out there, salute, salute. Glad y'all could join the show. And for those who didn't see it, we do have a new reigning, defending social media champion. Even if it's just for one night, me and the Craigs gonna commiserate. We're gonna figure out how to bring that thing to you. If we do decide it's gonna be a tournament, which is more likely, we're gonna do some over here. We're gonna do some over on Wavy channel and some of the adjacent channels to us. And we're gonna rock it out like that, man. Maybe we even get Sid, Super Wavy, myself, the Craigs, the host, the moderate, and do our thing. But we're gonna come up with a cash prize for the winner. And we're going to get that thing on. We'll let y'all know who all participated. So for those who didn't see, this how it went down for our brother Sid.
For my real rap, man. Tired of that, man, retired that. They don't really want to hear the truth no more. Think they scared how I make them feel. And you can say anything you want about me, I ain't worried, that don't make it real. They don't really wanna hear the real no more, think they scared how I make them act. And you can say anything you want about me, I ain't tripping, that don't make it fact. Look, coming live from the gutter like a cold puddle, when water whipping road shuttle, your whole
All right, with that being said, family, I'm gonna sign off. Super Wavy, keep it going as long as you want to, bro.
Hey, Uncle DMG, we about to go and get up out of here. So,
all right, that's that. All right, family. The next word you're gonna hear is gonna be from the very musical Messiah up on this panel. So it's Paradigm Shift TV 314. We got Pastor Bennett tomorrow. We got my brother Issa, the Islamic Israelite Moor. And brother, I hope I ain't botched that because I'm gonna have to go look at your profile card to make sure I got that right and corrected. But we got Pastor Bennett tomorrow, 7:15 p.m. Central Time. And then Wednesday, we got the brother Easter bringing some Islamic knowledge on Wednesday, 7:15 p.m. Central Time. So until then, family, it's Paradigm Shift TV 314. It's your brother DMG. And we will be black at it again. Next sound you hear is going to be that of Neo Love. That's peace.
Yeah. I know I got about 30 seconds to make y'all feel it before y'all turn it off these days. That I might not even release it. But I be doing this shit for me, help me get through. I feel like I give until I can't, but most don't recognize it till I ain't. Blood on them covers, she hoping paint. Sorry mama, but it ain't. This world took a toll on me, and everyone that say they love me always seem to follow me. The same one that call me great, treat me like I ain't shit. I read between the lines, it's written all over your eyes. I see the disappointment in the eyes of the ones who want me dead, but I ain't never been scared, I tried to get there. Sometimes I wonder if I survived or did I die on that ride to that hospital. Demons all around me, I am not mental. This game of life, it is not simple. Last time I was happy, I was popping pills.